Hi everyone, welcome to Cosmic Cassie. This is going to be a all signs reading, and the intention that I set for this reading is where are you being guided? So we're going to pull out any messages we can for all the signs. Timestamps are going to be in the comment box. I'll make sure I pin it on the top there. I always start my readings by letting everyone know. I like to give very clear, non-confusing messages. So to avoid confusing anyone or making you second guess, what you need to do and where your path is, I always say do not take the reading if at least 90% of what I'm saying does not resonate for you. And when I say resonate, I mean, it just comes to you, it clicks naturally, and you're like, yep, that's that situation, that's that person, that's that thing, that's that challenge, that energy. It should be more of like epiphany, revelation, realizations, rather than like confusing, really having to think about it and like getting stuck on like, where does that show up? And is it that person? And could it be that? Are they doing that? I don't want you to walk away from the reading, looking at everyone in your life a little bit differently, or even yourself. So if up to 90% of it does not resonate for you, then please don't take it with you. It just wasn't meant for you. It wasn't your reading. Maybe next time, different reading, something like that. I also want to let you guys know, so I always tell you guys that if I have a channeled message, I try to communicate that. I want to forewarn you with this reading that I did very specific things that I do that usually increase the channeled messages. So just preparing you in advance, a lot of this is probably going to be channeled messages, or at least channeled energy that is coming through. Also, if I'm getting like future energy, I'll let you know that as well. So it'll be more predictive, so you'll know that part won't resonate for you. Other than that, guys, I am excited to do this reading. Just a little background. So for each sign, what I did is when I meditated, I kind of have been starting to do this more, but I asked for like a direction or insight into what that specific sign, what their channeled message might be, or what that energy that they're dealing with might be. And then we kind of line it up once we get to that reading. And so I do have a channeled message that I got for each sign. So I'll state that before I go into the sign. Other than that, guys, if you ever want a personal reading or to buy anything from me, the only way you can do that is on the Etsy shop, which that link is in my comment section down below. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so right before this reading, I got really pulled to connect with like more angelic energy, which I usually don't focus on like specifically what energy I connect to, as long as it's like love and light, right? But I got really pulled into like connecting with archangel and like angelic energies. And then I realized, I remembered I have an angel deck, and I was being told like use that angel deck for this reading. And that also is what helped me pick what the intention would be. So you don't have to believe in angels or connect with angel energy yourself. I'm just forewarning you, that's why I'm using this specific deck, and that is the energy that I will be channeling tonight. So let's go ahead and jump in to it. So first up we have Aries. Aries, the channeled message that I got for you immediately was Aries is not coming back. So I don't know what that means or how that shows up for you, but that is the first message that I got for you guys, Aries is not coming back. So let's see what comes out for you. And this is going to start right at 4:20. Okay. What do we have for Aries? Where is Aries being guided? Where is Aries being guided? To the salon. Maybe you're doing a new hairdo, Aries, or you're trying to get spiffy maybe. Where is Aries being guided? I'm not going to necessarily tell you guys what angels are showing up on the cards. Each card is just like a regular tarot deck. It'll have like what the tarot card is, but it's also associated with one of the angels. So for you, Aries, we have Two of Swords, the Moon, Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, okay? With the Two of Swords and the Moon is governed by, in this deck, again, is governed by the Archangel Gabriel. And this card specifically is associated with divine revelation, reveals the messages, has the power to destroy, okay? And that's the Moon. So I feel like this Moon energy for you is not necessarily... I feel like you're more so trying to figure out what is the message that I do want to give. Because the Moon energy is not that, I don't feel that you're keeping a secret or you're hiding something. It can easily be perceived that way. But with the Two of Swords in front of it, it feels more of an energy of like you being really indecisive about what you should be saying about something or how to say it or when to say it. But it's like you have it in your mind and your heart, like, I want to say this. You're just like really struggling to figure out how do you go about doing it. But I don't feel like it's necessarily you trying to keep it as a secret. You just want to make sure you're relaying the message correctly. What is the message about? It's something about love. With the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it's something about a message that is meant to make you, like, I'm hearing feel better, but that's not the energy I'm getting. It's not necessarily that it's meant to make you feel better. It's getting something that does make you feel better. So it could be asking someone out on a date. It could be asking for a raise. It could be something that, like, once you get this message out, it's really determining, am I going to get this thing that makes me feel good and better, or am I not going to get it? And I think that's why you're so focused on how you deliver the message. At the same time, I feel like part of the reason I got like the salon, I kind of do think this is a love energy here. And so you might be trying to have like, is my presentation good? Is my message good? Is the timing good? Like you're being very perfectionistic about everything and making sure everything is ready, set, prepared, and like good to go before you actually act on it. So where does that mean you're being guided? We have the Ace of Pentacles that came out, a new beginning. So it's two aces now. So where exactly is Aries being guided to? I think the point here is, Page of Pentacles, investing. You're being guided to move forward, to invest in something here. It looks like some kind of idea, new beginning, but the page lets me know that it says loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation. So interestingly enough, I didn't want to say reconciliation, but it had that undertone of an energy, like as if you're approaching someone to have that reconciliation with them. And where you're being guided is like, yes, move forward with it. Move forward with investing in this person, this idea, this project, whatever it is that you're reconciling with, and you're really like stressing about how do I deliver this message. It's really asking you to... the energy, I mean, like, don't just invest financially, invest your emotions, invest your thoughts, invest your communication, invest your attention. It's like the investment here needs to be more than what it's ever been. And so maybe Aries, you've always been more of a financial investor, or like you invested one particular item or thing, and then you were kind of confused, like, why did it not work out? And it's saying, like, you need to invest multiple things, not just one single thing. And that requires a lot of vulnerability. That requires you getting really open, and getting really, really secure in yourself with sharing more, right? Even if it doesn't work out, what I'm kind of being felt here is like, even if it doesn't work out, this is going to prepare you for the thing that does work out. So I'm not saying whatever you're being guided toward won't work, but it feels like this is a part of that guidance, is like you have to go through this necessary step to get to the end result. Even if this is the end result, you have to do this to get here, right? And even if it's not, it's like you have to go through this to prepare for the end result, is kind of what I'm getting here. Otherwise, you're just going to always be stuck in some kind of particular energy here. Really quick, just to help you guys know if this resonates for you, I do want to clarify what is this Nine of Cup energy? What is the Nine of Cup energy for Aries? Nine of Cup is all about, and for this deck it says healing, preserves health, and cures diseases. And I feel like with this Nine of Cup, the energy that I get off of it is it's not the typical like, oh, it emotionally fulfills just me. I feel that it's more of like, this is going to fulfill me through healing me, because it's almost like, okay, what they just gave me, the word they gave me is up like a puzzle piece. Like it's almost like a puzzle piece is missing. There's something missing, and you're trying to get that puzzle piece back so that you can kind of bring the puzzle together, right? And it's not a puzzle that's all about you. It's a puzzle that like all the puzzle pieces are finally at home once that final puzzle piece is in there. Sorry guys if you hear that in the background. My cat is playing around in the litter box. So it's like you're not just focused on your own emotional fulfillment here, but you are recognizing that you are not emotionally fulfilled at the moment. Okay. Any last messages for where Aries is being guided? Any last messages for where Aries is being guided? I'm trying to keep these to 10 minutes each, guys. Any last messages for where Aries is being guided? We have the Hanged Man. Desire for knowledge protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Okay, odd. I'm not sure if I should dive into this or not. This card, it immediately gave me an energy of like, this is what you're being guided away from. So now that we've seen like where you're being guided towards, this is definitely giving me an energy of there's something that you're being guided away from, and whatever this is, I feel like you keep going back to it because you have unfinished answers. You don't feel like you have all the information. You have like, Chrissy, stop it. You feel like you have, like there's more to discover. There's more to, Chrissy, no. She just plays in the litter box sometimes. Sorry guys. It's like you feel like it's like, what do they always say? Like unfinished business, but it's more like, I can't tell if it's you wanting to prove someone wrong, like by proving yourself right. So it's like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to validate what I already feel or think it is, but I have to go back to get more information to do that. I feel for some of you that's what it is. For others of you, it's more like, I need to be 100 million% sure that I'm making the right decision by moving away from this. And the only way that I can know is if I go back and try to get answers to some of the things that I don't have clarity on, to some of the things that maybe I'm a little foggy on. Like, it's not that you're doubting yourself, like, oh, maybe I did not do enough, or maybe I miscommunicated. It's not that energy. It's just like, maybe there's more to this story than I was told. And it's more of like going back for the reason of, I want all the facts and answers because I want to feel very sure and validated. I already feel that way, but I want to know and feel even more that I was right. It's like you want to prove yourself that you are right. Even though you feel you're right, you want to like do that extra dose of proof that I am right by going back to get more answers. But the odd thing here, Aries, is the message they immediately gave me is like, you've done this before, but it's like, when you go back, and it's like, I'm not going to change my mind. I know exactly why I'm going back. It's to get answers, because I want to prove to myself, like, I just want to tell myself I told you so, essentially. You're going back, and you go in with this mindset of like, I'm not going to break. I'm just going to get the answers that I need. I'm going to get the proof that I want, and then I'm going to keep going on my way, you know? But as soon as you go back to whatever this is, it traps you. And it's like, you let it trap you. And that's why the hanged man is traditionally someone who has put themselves in a hanged man position. They tied themselves up that way because they wanted to get a new perspective. They wanted to look and see and wait. They're trying to get something, so they purposefully did that. And I feel like that's what you're doing with it, or what you have done with this past situation. But every time you do that, it's almost like you end up changing your mind. You're like, well, maybe I could stay longer than I planned on staying. Things feel a little different. Things feel kind of right. Maybe I can hang out for a while longer than I thought I would. But then you end up trapping yourself because you stay in the tree too long. You stay upside down way too long. So now everything gets all confusing. It gets like an illusion feel, and you're like daydreaming, and you're upset, you're caught up back in the energy, and it's like, now you're just stuck upside down, like you're getting a blood rush to your head, you know, because you didn't turn right back up fast enough. So it's saying like, don't go back for that extra piece of information. Don't go back to prove yourself right. Don't go back if even if the past situation is like, you're so wrong about me. It's like, no. Don't go back to prove them wrong or to prove yourself right. Just leave it where it's at, because every time that you go back, you're going to get tangled up in it again, okay? It's telling you to move forward with whatever this new opportunity is, whatever this new love is, whatever this new energy is. You're very much aware of it already. It's not something that it's like, oh, it's on its way. No, you're like preparing to pursue it. But then you have that last second thought, making sure everything is perfect. That last second thought comes in, and it's like, well, maybe the last thing I need to do is like totally wrap this thing up back here and like close it out 100,000,000%. Yes and no. You can close it out within yourself. You don't have to go back to close it out. Close it out within yourself. Make sure you are at peace and closed with it. But if you go back, what it's saying is like, you're just going to get stuck in that situation again. And you might miss out on a beautiful opportunity because they're leading you this way, okay? All right, Aries, that's all I have for you. So let's go ahead and jump into Taurus here. Taurus, we are going to start right at 1810. Taurus, this is going to be your reading with the intention of where are you being guided. I am using my Angel Tarot deck. You don't have to be in touch with angel energy, but I was feeling guided to connect with my angels and also use my angel deck. So we will see what comes out for you as far as where you are being guided. Where is Taurus being guided right now? Where is Taurus being guided right now? Where is Taurus being guided right now? All right, Taurus. This is interesting. I'm definitely feeling like we're going to want to clarify a couple things here, because I think this is very significant, but we'll jump into it and see what happens, okay? So we have the Sun, 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the World, okay? Thank you. Yeah, they were like, just jump into it. And then as soon as I did that, it made sense. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting for you guys, Taurus, we'll still go ahead and clarify for you, but just up front, the energy that I'm picking up on for you is there is something that you're being guided to fight for. It's telling you, like, you're getting this pull, Taurus. You're getting this pull towards this belief, this truth. It's not necessarily that you're being pulled and guided into action, but there is some kind of like, it's a thought, but it's more than a thought. It's a truth. It's a belief. It's a realization of like being enlightened, of seeing something very clearly and recognizing it as like the end all be all. But it's very much a mental process. I don't feel that it's a lot of action energy. I just feel that it's a very mental process that you're being guided towards. Walking into that mental process with confidence, walking into that realization, that truth with acceptance. Okay, accepting the mental concept of it, but not halting into action because of it. Okay, and what is this mental concept? What is this truth that you're being guided into? It's something to do with your happiness lies here, but you refuse to acknowledge it, you refuse to see it, you refuse to believe it, you refuse to pursue it, you refuse to just accept that, like, this makes me really happy. It's like you're fighting yourself almost, and we call that what? Like self-sabotaging, right? It's like you're self-sacrificing for the betterment of yourself. I don't know how that makes sense. As soon as I said it, the scenario, and this could be your scenario, Taurus, what they gave me is like, because I saw the Nine of Pentacles. The second that I said that, I saw the Nine of Pentacles. And so it's an energy of, I'm going to deny that this thing that traps me down, this thing that takes away my freedom, I'm going to deny that it makes me happy, because I actually want to be very successful and I want to do great things, and I can't do that with whatever this energy is that traps me down. So I am sacrificing my own happiness to pursue my own freedom. But the problem here is, no matter how much freedom you have, because you are sacrificing the thing that makes the freedom worthwhile, the happiness, you are continuously going down this path of self-sabotage, of self-sacrifice for the self. Your mental capacities are taking over your emotional and your spiritual energy here. Okay, we're going to clarify, because then they stopped. So I'm thinking that means we need to jump into clarifying. Okay, so what is this thing for you, right? So let's see that. Well, actually, I want to clarify the world here. They keep drawing me back to it because I can't tell if the world is, if the world is showing up in a way of closure or new beginning. Okay, because the world can represent both. And they're saying, read the card. Fountain of wisdom gives success in all ventures. And it is the God, the source of wisdom. So, okay. Fountain of wisdom gives success in all ventures. I still need to clarify. Like, I get what it's trying to tell me, but I can't associate it correctly, because I can't tell if it's leaving something or coming into something. Okay, obviously it's a little bit of an energy of both. But let's just clarify the world. What is the world? Judgment, truth, decision, atonement of errors, destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. Ooh, Taurus. That made it very clear. Okay. Taurus. So with this, pulling this card to clarify the world, the energy that I'm getting here, and the message that they gave me as well, is what you're doing. So what you think you're doing is what I just explained, right? Sacrificing the self for the greater sense of self, okay? But what's actually happening here is I don't know how consciously aware of this you are. And so this is a part of the reason why they're guiding you into accepting this truth, because you are mentally blocking out that this could be the truth, because you're feeling some sense of like negative emotion towards whatever this is, and you kind of want it to suffer. You want it to sit idly and not be in a good energy. It's almost like I'm showing you, or like an energy of like, I'm going to teach you a lesson. It's kind of like this get back energy, like I'm getting back at you, like taking a little slice of revenge piece here and enjoying it probably a little bit too much. Because I feel, and it's marked as, the Judgment card is marked God hidden in darkness. And so it's almost like you are so much better than this, but you, for whatever reason, whatever the situation did or happened here, it's like the good parts of you have now kind of started touching that darkness a little too much, because now you're getting too much satisfaction off of believing that you get to deny this truth and it makes someone else suffer, which is giving you satisfaction. But that satisfaction makes you feel good about what you're doing, and you think, and that's where you're getting the thought of like, oh, I'm going to sacrifice that for myself, because I feel good about that. But it's like, no, long term, that's not it. That's not what's making you feel good. You're actually not going to feel good by sacrificing this. You think you are because you feel good in the moment. The only reason you feel good in the moment is because in some way you feel like you're getting back at this person or this situation or like this company. Like you're getting a sense of satisfaction for taking revenge out on someone. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys are following me on this. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's either you're reading or not. But it's not saying that you're a bad person. It's just saying that like you're touching that dark side. You're staying in that shadow energy just a little too long. We always want to embrace shadow energy, and it's meant to balance us. It's not meant for us to like remove it. But when you touch into that shadow energy, you don't want to live there. Okay, you don't want to thrive in your shadow energy. It needs to be a balance. And I feel like you are staying in your shadow energy a little too long because you're just getting more satisfaction out of like this person's pain and grief. And I don't know how. You feel like you're getting revenge somehow. But this is preventing you from accepting the truth that this situation, this person makes you happy. So you're actually hurting and demolishing is the word they gave me. You're hurting and demolishing the one thing that actually makes you happy. And so there it's a lot of mental intricacies here, but it's like you don't see right now in the moment. You do not see in this moment right here, right now, that you are not going to feel satisfaction. You are not going to feel successful. You are not going to feel good later on when this is said and done, and you're walking down your path by yourself because you sacrificed happiness for true happiness, which is to be able to do bigger, grander things by yourself. You think you're going to be happy, but you won't. And so they're trying to guide you into seeing this now before it's too late is the energy I'm getting here. They want you to see where you're truly getting satisfaction from, which is this short-term, momentary like sense of revenge that you're exacting on the thing that makes you feel good, which that's a whole nother conversation that I'm just not equipped to have with you right now. But it's like they're really trying to get you to see that this is a short-term satisfactory feeling. It's not going to stay this way. You will not stay this way, because as soon as it's said and done and you no longer are exacting your revenge, you're no longer getting satisfaction from putting this thing in pain, this person, this situation, making them feel negative emotion and energy, whatever that is for you, it's like as soon as it's all said and done, you're going to be the only one left unhappy because that satisfaction won't be there anymore. And what they just told me, what I just got, is this might be a pattern that you picked up from a previous relationship or previous relationships. Some kind of pattern where it's like, it's okay to hurt the thing you love. It's okay to destroy the thing that makes you happy. It's okay to feel good about getting one up on the thing that you love and want to be with the most. It's a very twisted way of like thinking about things, and getting like pleasure and satisfaction, but it's almost like, okay, sorry, they're breaking it down for me. I'm trying to keep a good time here, guys. It's what I'm getting is, it's almost like you're too, because of the past and things you've been through, it's like you're too scared to face your own happiness at the belief that it'll cost you because you're going to eventually lose it. And so instead of facing your happiness and obtaining your happiness, you choose to destroy it. And that gives you satisfaction because it's almost an energy of, if I destroy my happiness, then no one else can have it, which means I never have to hurt, because no one else can ever take my happiness from me. But what you don't see in doing that is you also go without that happiness. You also do not get to be happy. Yes, you're eliminating the happy source, but you're taking it from yourself. Potentially you're taking it from other people. I don't know, but that's the train of thought I'm getting here, that you are stepping into a little too much here. It is like, well, if I destroy it, I don't have to be sad because I will never see anyone else enjoying the thing that I enjoy the most. But Taurus, that means you also do not get to enjoy that thing that you enjoy the most too, right? So it's like, think about this a little bit long-term vision. Get out of the illusion of happiness and satisfaction that you have right now by trying to destroy your source of happiness. Get out of that and start looking a little bit longer into the future, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. If that's the one thing that made you happy and you destroyed it, whether or not someone else gets to enjoy it is no longer the focal point here, because the focal point will come back to, I will never get to be happy because I destroyed it, in fear of losing it if I embraced it. So instead of embracing it, you're destroying it, okay? So that's what they're guiding you towards, is this truth, this realization, this breakdown of whatever your situation is. They're trying to get you to see it before you completely destroy what could make you happy. They're trying to get you to realize, yeah, you feel good now, but really look at why you feel good right now, and will that be sustainable? Will that help you feel good later? Okay. Any last messages for Taurus on where they are being guided? Any last messages for Taurus on where they are being guided? That is an ultimate mind fuck here, Taurus. Okay. Woo! Knight of Pentacles. The praiseworthy God, light of understanding, acquires knowledge and cures illness. Taurus, this is it's just validating the message here, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is all about like a slow, patient pursuit of a long-term goal, an end goal, right? It's like you'll eventually get there. It feels slow, it feels agonizing, but you will eventually get there. It's a promise, okay? But what it's saying on the card, light of understanding, acquires knowledge and cures illness. The illness here is this way that you're thinking about your happiness. The illness is you believing, instead of embracing the happiness, I can just destroy it and no one else will have it, and that's going to make me happy because no one else can enjoy my happiness. But seeing that the cure is seeing you will also not be happy, and that is not the right way to go about something that makes you happy. You don't destroy something you love. You don't destroy something that makes you feel good. You embrace it, you nurture it, you grow it, okay? Regardless of if you lose it or not, it should not be the focal point. The focal point should be how do I give back to this thing that makes me happy as well, okay? And it's saying, it's like, if you focus more of your energy on that than destroying it, it will also give back to you more, and it will praise you more. It will make you feel even better than what you think it could make you feel. But you have to invest your energy in the right way, okay? Okay, that's all I have for you guys, Taurus. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe if that resonated with you. Sorry that got a little deeper than I thought it would. I think with these angel messages, they might all start going that route. Aries had it too, and now you have it, so. Whew. All right, that was a good one. Okay, right at 3612, Gemini, 3612. Taurus, if you're still here, really quick, so we'll change the time here. I did do channeled messages before I went into each reading, and for your channeled message, I got incomplete messages. And essentially, I think what that's saying is the read that we just did. It's like, it's an incomplete message in your mind. It's an incomplete thought pattern, cycle of thought here when it comes to your happiness. It's like the message is being cut short and you're forgetting to look at the rest of the message here, okay? Gemini, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. We'll do it right at 37 here. Gemini, this is going to be your reading for where you are being guided right now. I did do channeled messages for each sign, and so for your channeled message, we got done for good. And I just heard Gemini is done for good. That's all I heard, okay? So we'll see how that plays out, where it comes up. I am using my Angel Tarot deck. You don't have to be tapped into angel energy to have this resonate. I was being guided to connect with my angelic energy and then use this deck. So I'm going to be transparent going off of how Aries and Taurus's reading was. I think this is going to get a little deep. It's going to get a little sensitive, and it might, trigger you slightly. But I feel like this is more of a very clear, transparent, reflective message of like where you're being guided for your best possible good. And sometimes that means getting messages that are a little sensitive, okay? So I just want to forewarn you. I didn't expect the readings to go this way, but here we are. We're doing it, and it's meant to help, okay? So if it does resonate for you, Gemini, please like and subscribe. Obviously, I love the support. I love reading the comments. They're great. Where is Gemini being guided right now? Where is Gemini being guided right now? Where is Gemini being guided right now? Ah. Okay. Where's Gemini being guided right now? Okay. Okay, Gemini. We have 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Wands. Okay. I don't feel the heaviness of the energy, but energetically I'm being told it's heavy. I feel like it's really thick. It's really weighted. There's a lot of things attached to it. It's just a lot of buildup, like if you think of like scum, but it's like energetic scum, just a lot of buildup of energy, and it's like you could just scrape it right off, and there'd be like 2 inches. Gemini, it just feels very heavy, like a lot of buildup. So Nine of Swords typically is a card of like overthinking. It's a card of anxiety, of fear, staying up because you can't stop your mind from running about something. Nine of Cups is usually about your like personal emotional fulfillment. Temperance is all about, divine timing, being patient, waiting. It's also healing energy, okay? Ace of Wands is all about taking action on an idea, on a new journey and adventure, but it's not the act yet, but it is the thought, okay? Wow, Gemini, the only thing they keep giving me right now is just like thickness of energy, like just really heavy, thick energy. I'm seeing a swimming pool. I don't know why. I'm seeing a swimming pool. I'm seeing like a little girl with goggles on, with like, she's got pigtails, blonde hair, blue pink swimsuit. But I'm just seeing like a swimming pool, and she's like jumping out of the swimming pool. So I don't know. Some of you might have kids or something. This energy is heavy, Gemini. So they want me to read the Nine of Swords card. It says purification, protection from the impious religious sentiments. The comforting God. I feel like that's what you guys need right now. Oh, how funny. Okay, it's not funny, but like it's kind of funny. Like it's cherubs, but they kind of look like kids. But it's like this kid's getting a whooping from the angel. And they're like cherubs though, but it's like they're getting a whooping. And I was seeing a kid getting out of a pool, and I was like, why am I seeing a kid? Okay, the comforting God. I feel like that's what you guys... It's like, yes, you need comfort right now, because this energy is just really thick. It's really heavy for you. I feel like you're really weighted down. You're really exhausted. Your diet's probably not too good, is what I'm getting. It's just like a lot of like random stuff just sticking to you. Just like you walk into a grocery store and you pick up like 5 people's energy and you take it home with you. It's just like you're not doing any kind of clearing right now. Your energy really needs to be cleared out, Gemini. It really needs like smudging, meditating, sleeping an extra 5 hours or 5 days for some of you, taking a spiritual bath. It's just a lot of really heavy energy, and it's like I feel like there's a significant lack of self-care here. It's like, oh, I have no time for self-care. I have no energy for self-care, and yet it's heavily like somehow everyone else's energy is getting latched onto yours. I don't know. That self-care is important right now because you guys really need a strong energy clearing. When I'm looking at where you're being guided, just looking at these 4 cards, I don't know why it's like they want me to only focus on the first card, the Nine of Swords. Like I keep getting pulled back. The other 3 aren't even making sense to me. Like they make sense if I read just the cards, but energetic wise, it's like don't look at those. Just look at the Nine of Swords. So let's go ahead and we'll pull another card for Nine of Swords, since that's where I'm supposed to focus. We'll pull another card here. 15 could be a significant number for some of you. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Ace of Pentacles, the adored God, divine blessings, drives away evil spirits, rules agriculture and production, or agriculture production, sorry. Number 8 could be significant. Number 6 could be significant. It's like, I don't know why they're giving me the word cathartic. Something's very cathartic. Gemini, your energy is thick, bro. So what do we need to do here? Where are we being guided? Where is Gemini being guided here? I feel like it's just saying, like, it's time to... Okay, this is the message that I'm getting, okay? It's like They want me to ignore these three. We're not going to ignore them. I am going to jump in because they're here for a reason, right? But the message that they want to give out initially before I jump into anything else, they want me to ignore these three here because it's almost as if they're giving me like the picture and the energy of like someone being in a situation and they're thinking, I want to leave. I don't want to be here. This makes me unhappy. I'm tired of this. I'm over this. I don't want to keep doing this. This is not successful. This is, really bringing me down. It's really killing my spirit. It's like every single day you're having these thoughts over and over and over and over and over. And you're like just so focused on just everything that is just not right. And the thing is, it's almost like as soon as you start planning, as soon as you get from the thought of like the acknowledgement of everything that's not right, and you finally get to a point where you're like, okay, I gotta leave this situation. I don't want to be here anymore. The second you get to that second step to start considering that, it's like all of a sudden your mind is flooded with all these things that you're gonna have to do just to leave the situation. And so then you just totally back off and you stop thinking about it, because by this point you're so exhausted from just going in, day out, 24/7 a day. It's 24/7 hours a day, thinking about how much your life sucks and how miserable this is and how you don't want to be here. You're so exhausted thinking about that by the time you start to try to consider what's the solution here, you're already exhausted and you're like, I can't even think of the solution. I'm just going to go back over here. Like that's too much to even consider. So you're using your current energy state to talk you out of taking actionable steps to get out of where you're at, not considering that your energy is going to start to come back and be fulfilled and grow and feel better, more encouraging, more motivated, once you start actually leaving wherever it is that you're at. So it's like, I'm depleted right now, which means I'm going to be depleted forever, which means I don't have energy to get out of this, which means I just need to put up with it. It's like you're actually killing more energy by putting up with it than you are to actually take action to leave. But it doesn't seem that way to you, Gemini. In your mind, you're just like, I just know how I feel right now, and right now there's no way that I could do these things to get out of the situation I'm in. So the only thing to do right now is to just put up with it. Maybe it'll change. Hopefully it'll change. So it's like they want me to ignore this because it's almost like that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And then if we look at the cards, Nine of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Wands, that's what you're doing, is you're ignoring something that's going to make you feel better, that's going to give you more emotional satisfaction and happiness and fulfillment. You're ignoring an opportunity to leave so that you can heal, so that you can take time for yourself, so that you can really come into balance again. You're ignoring the idea of a new adventure, of a new journey, of a new life, a new path that you could go down. You're ignoring all of these beautiful things because you're so drained by the Nine of Swords. Okay, and when I asked, when we're clarifying the Ace of Pentacles here, clarifying Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles came out, it's like that's what you're overthinking about. That's what you're stuck thinking about. Is like, what if my life was just different? Like, what if I wasn't here? What if I did something else? Like, you're always in and out thinking of like the future and doing something different. And it's like you're constantly just thinking about that. And it's literally draining you. That's a part of why you're so drained, is because not only are you acknowledging all of these things that don't work. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to pause really quick. So it's like that's what's actually exhausting you, is just not just acknowledging that you're in this place, but also acknowledging that you don't want to be in this place and you're dreaming about being somewhere else, but never actually taking action, never actually moving forward in that direction. Thank you. Okay, so now this makes a lot more sense, because it's almost like these three are separate from this one, right? This is where you're at. And this is where you could be, but you're like so exhausted that you're not even coming over here to try to do this, or like the second you try, you're like, nope, tap out. Like, I don't have any energy for this. I can't do it. I can't juggle it. It's too much. It's too heavy. I can't do this. Okay. So where's Gemini being guided? Where are they being guided? I feel like it's being pretty clear. It's time to be guided into the next phase here, which is to get out of this Nine of Swords, to get out of this heavy energy, okay? It's time to be done. And what was the message? Gemini is done for good. It's time to be done with whatever this is. It's time to be done with it for good. Whatever is giving you all this heavy energy, whatever is keeping you stuck, whatever is not letting you move forward, it's time to be done with it for good, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. We have Two of Pentacles. Move this down. And the Three of Cups. All of these cards are about joy, celebration, happiness, achievement, fulfillment, balance. It's like once you start, and it's starting with the Page of Pentacles. So it's like as soon as you start investing in something new, as soon as you get that energy and you start moving in a new direction and actually investing in it and doing it, yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, especially if you're already feeling drained, you're already feeling overwhelmed. It's going to be very difficult. But it's like your dreams can come true, girl. Like, or boy, you know, whoever. But it's like your dreams can come true. It says motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. So it's like it's a complete change of energy for you. It's a complete turnaround of energy for you. And it's like maybe where you're at, you do feel fallen. Like you've just fallen down to the pit of the, you know, the pit of the hole. You feel humiliated maybe. This is saying there is redemption. You know, there is something better than where you're at, and you can get there, and it will feel better as you move towards it, okay? You just have to start investing in it. Once you invest, you're gonna feel balanced, you're gonna rejoice, you're gonna celebrate. It's gonna be hard as shit, okay, getting it and moving in that direction, but it's worth it. And that's where you're being guided. It's time to be done with something for good, Gemini. It's time to be done with it. Like not even thinking about coming back, not even thinking about entertaining it. It's time to just drop it, be done. I'm shocked the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Wands didn't show up here. For some of you, it could be a marriage. It could be a relationship. It could be something like that. But it's like it's time to move forward. It's time to be happy again. It's time to have elation. You could have kids with this person, and maybe that's why I saw the kid. It's like Gemini. You could have kids with this person. It could be a marriage. It could be a relationship. But whatever it is, it's got your energy all kind of heavy and messed up. Okay. So Gemini, that's everything that I have for you. I don't want to keep this going too long because it's not like a full-on reading or anything, but that is everything that I have for you, Geminis. If this resonated with you and you appreciated the message, please like and subscribe, or just like. You don't even have to subscribe. Just let me know that this resonated for you and that you enjoyed it. I love reading the comments. I love getting your guys' feedback. I get a good overview of the story, but I don't actually know like the details, and so I love knowing that I was spot on, that like it made sense to you guys, because it doesn't always make sense to me. I just channel the information and I like read the energy that I'm getting, but it doesn't always make sense to me because I'm like, I don't know what this is, right? But you guys know what it is. And so yeah, show some love by letting me know like that made sense for you, especially with the more confusing readings. I appreciate knowing that there was some dots being connected there for you. Okay, Gemini, perfect. Let's go ahead and move into Cancer here. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's move into Cancer. We had 2 channeled messages for Cancer. Right at 53, we'll put it at 54. 54, we are moving into Cancer. Cancer, this is going to be your guided messages for where are you being guided at this time. I am using my angel deck, and so far the readings have been getting really nitty gritty. So I'm letting you know that there could be a trigger warning here. Just trying to be as transparent as I can about that. So I channeled some messages before I jumped into doing the full reading, and so I got messages for each sign, Cancer. For your sign, I actually got 2 messages. The first message I got is Cancer just doesn't care. And the funny thing is, I wrote it down as doesn't care, even though I heard just doesn't care. And they came right back and was like, no. You need to emphasize the just. Cancer just doesn't care. So I had to rewrite it. I was like, okay, we'll include the just, okay? So I don't know, maybe someone said that, maybe you heard someone say that, maybe you said that, and so that just part just had to be emphasized. And then the second message that I got for you guys is I seen it and I heard it, but I heard red Toyota and I saw a red car, but then I also saw like the word written out, red van. So either a red Toyota, a red van, some kind of red car, a red vehicle, is the second channeled message that I got for you guys before jumping in, okay? Where is Cancer being guided at this time? Where is Cancer being guided at this time? And this one here. All right. Cancer, we have the Chariot. Excuse me. We have the Chariot. We have the Six of Swords, Death, and Three of Swords. Okay. What are y'all doing? My kids thought I was talking to them. Cancer, are you trying to revive something, or are you trying to end it for good? Let's clarify this death really quick. Clarify the death here. Show me death. Why is death here? Why is death here? I get endings and rebirth, influences, health, and life. Show me death. Why is death here? Three of Cups. Cancer. All right, where you're being guided. I feel you're being guided, but you're also already like actively moving in that direction. Obviously, the Chariot is a Cancer card, so you're definitely showing up in your own energy here, which I feel your own energy at this time is very, it's emotional, but it's also very real. It's like I can see reality and I can think logically, which helps me align my emotions. And the emotions I do feel are very strong, very loud, very present, but they're not overwhelming me or like overtaking me. So it's weird. It's like this interesting balance of being very present and realistic and logical, but also having very strong emotions about like the present and the reality, things like that, okay? But what I'm getting here, and the reason why I clarified death, is you're being guided towards resolving or renewing. Right? I'm seeing the word renewal, renewing some kind of situation that at some point really hurt you. It's like they're trying to give me the background, like they're trying to give me the situation, and I want to say it because it's going to help you guys know if this is your message, if it resonates. I feel that it's like, okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to go put my kid back in bed, and then I also grabbed some chocolate chips because I needed some extra energy to keep me going, okay? So for this thing that caused you pain and grief, the situation that was kind of coming through is like, it somehow intertwines with like the Cancer just doesn't care. But I was initially like perceiving that in a negative way, like you just really don't care about something. But I feel like it has something to do with whatever happened in the past. And the energy I'm getting is more of like you and someone had a falling out. A big part of this falling out was them thinking Cancer just doesn't care. Like Cancer just doesn't care. And I feel like and that's why I had to emphasize the just, because they're like, Cancer just doesn't care. Like that's what I keep hearing now. So So it's almost like you're actively moving towards an ending that already occurred. There was already a good an ending here. There was a split, an ending, a separation. But at the same time, they're telling me like, no. Cancer is not moving towards it. Cancer is moving on from it. Perception of unity, protects against accidents, heals the sick. Perception of unity. Oh. Okay, I see what's happening here. Cancer. Same storyline. Okay. I see what's happening here. Whoever this is for you, whoever you already had an ending with, okay, that death card, right? An ending and then a transformation occurring after the ending. Not necessarily a transformation of the situation, but a transformation within you, okay? This is a situation that actually hurt you. I think it definitely probably hurt them as well. And on their end, they're thinking Cancer just doesn't care, as in like Cancer just doesn't care that the situation ended. That could be very far from the truth or not. It's up for you to decide. But it's almost like this person has an expectation, has a thought, a belief that you will be coming towards them to reunite with them. It's like, so this is definitely probably someone you've had a pattern with, because it's like they're sure, they're confident, they're positive that you are going to randomly, quickly move towards them to reconcile, to alleviate the differences here, to overcome the challenges and whatever, and come back together. They're very sure of it. Cancer, they're very sure. But what they don't realize is that you're not moving towards them, you're moving around them. Like you're choosing to be done with this. And they don't know it yet. They haven't realized it yet. It has not hit them yet that you're done, that you're not coming towards them. You're moving right on from this person. Why do they think? I'm sorry. I'm not going to jump into all of that because this is not supposed to be that kind of reading. So where is Cancer being guided here? Where is Cancer being guided here? Because this person is very sure, they're very sure, this person's about to feel some kind of way. They're very sure that you are coming back around for them, that you are going to be engaging them and pursuing them. And what it's telling me when I'm asking, okay, so where are you being guided? If you're not going towards them, even though they think you are, and you're very set on going around them, like to move on from them, and asking, okay, so where are you going? Where are you being guided? We have Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. You are being guided towards a brand new love beginning that you can feel, but you don't see it. It's not here. You don't have it. You don't know who that person is. You don't know what they'll look like, how it will be, where you'll meet, how you'll meet. Everything is very, the details are very unclear, but energetically, intuitively, and this is a part of that guidance, you are feeling and like you are knowing and you're sure within yourself that like you're being drawn or you're being pulled towards and connected with someone who you're meant to be with romantically, someone who is going to fill your cups for you. They're going to be that romantic, beautiful, balanced, trustworthy person for you. They're going to put effort in. They're going to put time, attention, and care. Like they really love you. This person's a lot more ready for love as well. There's no games. There's no confusion or insecurity. Like all of those things are no longer being created. You're leaving those things in the past by moving on from this person that thinks that you're coming back to them. whoever this is that thinks you're coming back, they're so unaware. Like, they're really in their own mind, like just waiting out the game, laughing and having fun, and like, oh, Cancer is gonna be calling any day now. Like, they're just chilling and enjoying the time of their life because they have no idea that you're actually moving on this time. You're not going to be pursuing them again. You're not going to entertain this again. You're not going to come back around to this again. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm good. We're done. It's good. It's over. But intuitively, energetically, Cancer, you do feel not just like you want to move on from this person, but you do feel like you need to move on from them because there is something beautiful waiting for you around the corner that you've always wanted. And I think that's giving you the motivation to move on from this person and not like do the cycle again with them, okay? This, whatever you're walking into, is very good, but it's all based on intuition. It's all based on feeling. So what that also lets me know, and diving in just a little bit deeper here before we move on to the next sign, what it also lets me know is that the relationship is going to be heavily based on intuition. It's going to be based on making sure that you are staying in touch with your emotions and you're checking in with yourself to know where you're at. You're not relying on external things to tell you where you're at. You are checking in with yourself emotionally, internally, to understand where you are at in the situation, and you're trusting it, okay? You're not allowing like the toxicity from past relationships and experiences and thought patterns and childhood to like come in and invade this. It's very based in intuition and trust of yourself, of allowing the universe to guide you in this direction, and just trust what you feel, because I don't feel that you can see any of this right now. You can't see it, but you can feel it, okay? Cancer, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. If it resonated for you, please make sure you like and subscribe for more content. I love hearing about the stories and how it connects, if it does, in the comments. So feel free to share with me and let me know that it did align with you. I never get to actually know the details of the story. I just get to know the overview, and so sometimes it's fun to know, like, okay, this aligned for this person and it made sense to them and it gave them help, you know? So let's go ahead and move into the next sign here. We have Leo right at 107. We'll do right at 107.50. Leo, this is going to be your Where Are You Being Guided messages. So I am using my Angel Tarot deck here. I felt pulled to tap into my angelic energies and then to use this deck for this specific reading. So here we are with it. Leo, I did go ahead and channel messages before I jumped into this. Oh my god, that was loud. Do you guys hear that? It's a car passing by. I did go ahead and channel some messages before I jumped into this, and I got a channeled message for each zodiac sign, very short, but for yours I got Leo is inspiring others. So we'll see how that comes out and what that means. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into it, Leo. Where is Leo being guided at this time? Where is Leo being guided at this time? Where are Leos being guided at this time? Oh, it actually popped out. I've just been pulling cards. Okay. Leo, you about to get married or something? What's going on? You about to get into a long-term relationship or sign a really important contract? Like, are you about to commit and devote yourself to something? What's going on, Leo? Okay, we got a lot of nice energy here. I like it. We have the Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles. And so what it feels like to me, Leo, is that you are moving in a direction that it's I don't like to minimize it just to like relationships and marriage, but obviously that's a lot of cards on the table that indicate that. But it feels more like you are committing to something that's making you extremely happy. And you're moving forward with really not just committing to it, but actually investing in it. Like choosing to take like the idea of it and manifest it into action, into reality, into the 3D where you can like physically hold it. So I feel like it's weird because it's like you're at an in-between stage where, yes, you're very committed to it, but it hasn't quite developed or turned into something that you can like show people, right? But it's very much here that like, yeah, we're like 2 days from that, right? We're 2 days from actually making it something that I can show you, to making it something people can see. But you're very committed to it. It makes you very happy. Like you're very emotionally fulfilled by this. It really is driving you. And I don't feel like you're moving too fast, but I feel there's a sense of like quickness. And it's because, you know, when you get really passionate about something, you just want to pursue it and like you just want to be all about it 24/7 as quickly and as much as you can be. Leo, for you guys, that's the energy I'm getting here. It's like you're so excited. This feels so good. It's like I just want to learn and do and be as much as I can about it so that, you know, once I finally am able to actually invest into making this like real, you know, I'm more than ready, and I know exactly how I'm going to do it, and I'm prepared for it, and we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Okay, I'm getting like a very excited energy, but it's all about you just being very passionate, very high energy about whatever it is that you're investing in, whatever it is that you're about to build and create. I don't know why they just gave me the word in renew. So I don't know, maybe you're renewing something as well. So I feel like the reason why you're inspiring others, Leo, is because they're seeing you just be totally like beyond happy, like immersed in just joy and being cathartic about something and just being over the hill on cloud 9 right now. Okay, it's like whatever this is, you are like, I'm 100% in it. Okay, let's see if we can see, kind of give a little bit more. Again, I try to steer away from it just being relationships, but it's definitely looking like it could be. Let's get a little bit more info here for you, Leo. What is the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here? And it says divine forgiveness obtains friendship and favors of the great, secures promises. And that's what it feels like. It's like you are securing a promise. It's like I've already committed to this. I've already been invested emotionally, mentally, physically into this. But now we're actually going to build it and create it into something, you know? 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's all about like very fast-paced movement forward. It's like it's quick, but it's not so quick that it's being rushed or like it's chaotic. It's just quick, like I'm just so excited, I'm invested, I want to build, I want to grow, I want to make this happen, I want to really create this, like make it tangible, make it real, you know? And it's like you're just so overwhelmingly excited about this that you're just moving forward, like nothing is stopping you. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. What's that Ace of Pentacles? I feel like that represents the thing that's being built. But oddly, it feels like there's already like a good solid foundation for it, but it's just like, but it still feels new. So that's the weird thing. It feels new, but it feels like it's something you are like, it's the devil clarifying it, but not in a bad way. The energy here is just, it's like obsessed in a really, really, really positive, healthy way, okay? Like, this has got all of your focus, it's got all of your attention, you're beyond excited about it, and you're just like, I'm gonna give this 1,000,000%. It's got all my attention, it's got all my motivation, all my energy, all my passion, all my love, all of it. I'm putting it into this, and you're just beyond passionate about this thing, okay? Sorry, I forgot what I was saying before. The weird thing is, it feels like there has been an investment here, like a long-term investment, and it feels like there's an established foundation, but I also feel that it's very new. They keep wanting me to elaborate, like, yeah, it's moving quickly, but it's not being rushed. There's nothing about this that is rushed, but it is moving fast because it's like it's in the final stages. But I feel like it's a very new energy, but at the same time, there's a solid, like, pre-existing foundation here. It's odd. It's odd. I mean, you guys are going to know better than I will, but it feels like this has been invested in long term, this idea, this goal, this thing. You've invested in it, Leo, and now you're being guided to, like, really push through the last minute, the last stages, to quickly just get to the end. It's weird. It's like, it's almost as if, like, someone's pacing you. Like, if you run a race, right, and you got the coach, aka the universe, and it's like you start the race, and in the universe, your coach is like, okay, Leo, we're going to pace ourselves. Okay, we're going to pace ourselves because we don't want to get ran out. We don't want to get too tired in the end, so, like, pace yourself. Just do a really nice pace. Don't go slow. Definitely don't go fast. Just be that mid-level speed and pace yourself. And it's like, if the race is, for 10 miles, you're pacing yourself all 8 miles. And you're seeing people pass you, you're passing some people, so you don't really know where you're at on this race. And then all of a sudden, it's like at that 8th mile, your coach comes in and they start hyping you up. And they're like, all right, Leo, you ready to win the race? Are you ready to have this? Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to get that prize? It's like they're your ultimate hype man. You're still pacing, but it's like they're just like hyping you up, like, Leo, we're about to be at the end of the race. You're about to win. You are the winner. You're going to have the medal. You're going to have the gold. You're going to have the accolades, the awards, the recognition. Everyone's going to love you. We're all waiting for you at the end of the finish. Like, they're just, like, extremely hyping you up, and you are feeling it, and you're like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Like just let me know when. Let me know when. And I'm off. And then it's like right at 9.5 miles, you're like, okay, come on, tap me in. Tell me it's time to go. Tell me it's time to go full force. Right at 9.5 miles, you see the finish line. No one's passed it, but you still got people in front of you. And then all of a sudden, they're like, okay, now let go. Like, time to go, let go. Give it full force, 100,000%. And you're already so freaking hyped up that you just shoot and you pass everyone, and you're like the only person crossing that finish line in that time and in that speed. And so it's like it feels that like that kind of energy. Like, there's been a very long, steady paced, investment, but it's also a very new energy, because it's like you're stepping into a new energy that you have not had this entire time, and suddenly you're in this energy, and then you're off. Universe supports it though, because they're showing me they support it. That's where you're being guided, is forward. But it's like, for whatever reason, the universe is guiding you to be very quick about your action. There's no longer any pace required. Now you need to let go. Like, you need to release full force, drive ahead, move, go fast, don't pause, don't hesitate, just go quickly. And it's like that's where you're being guided. It's like you're being guided to the finish line, but all of a sudden you're in a new energy and the universe is helping support you have like this, like it's like it hyped you up or something, and now it's like, okay, 0.5 left. This is the last little bit. No longer, don't pace it anymore. This is the perfect time to go 1,000,000 hours per hour. Okay, and you're like, okay, yep, I'm there. I'm already hyped up. I'm ready. I'm off. I love this energy. It's beautiful energy. I'm just confused on, like, there was a lot of pacing, and then all of a sudden it's just, bam, trigger pulled, and you're off. And then it's over. It's like, I don't know. Leo, I'll ask if there's anything else you need to know about where you're being guided, and then we're going to move on here, okay? Anything else Leo needs to know about being guided? Is there anything else Leo needs to know about being guided? The Magician. Spiritual wisdom and magic helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. They're totally supporting whatever this is. It's very much like, Leo, it's in your hands. It's in your hands at this point. We've done everything that we can do. It's like we've supported you the whole time that you were pacing. We were with you. We were right next to you. But now you need to move so fast that we're not going to be able to keep up and cheer you on and be right next to you. You're going to have to pass us. You're going to have to move forward. But you can do it. But it's like, but you got to do this. You got to go. You got to do it. You got to move. You got to go forward, is the energy I get with the Magician. It's very much like, it's in your hands, Leo. It's in your hands, but you have everything. Like, honey, you got everything you need for this to be in your hands. We coached you 9.5 miles. It's 0.5 left. You got this. Like, it's all on you. It's all on you. And Leo, I don't feel like you're intimidated by that. I feel like you feel ready. You feel prepared. You're excited. You're moving. You're going. There is no hesitation. So this is just additional validation for those of you that resonate with this. Yes, keep going at the pace you're going, because it's not rushed. It's not too fast. It's perfect pacing right now. Okay? You're doing everything you need to do correctly. All right, Leo. That is all the messages I have for you. So I like that. That raised my energy up. That got me back in the groove. Thank you, Leo, for sharing your energy with me. I appreciate it. If that resonated for you, please like and subscribe for more content. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in your monthly reading for next month. I already did them for February, so in March. Okay? Thanks, Leo. Up next at 1:22:30, we have Virgos. Okay, Virgo, let's go ahead and jump into your energy here. Virgo, this is your reading for where you are being guided right now. And I felt really pulled to channel and connect with my angelic energies here. And that's why I'm using my Angel Tarot deck. You don't have to be connected to angels yourself. The message will still apply and resonate if it does, and it's meant to. It's not about it being angels, okay? Virgo, I did do a quick meditation on each zodiac sign before I hopped into this. The channeled message that I got back from you for you guys is Virgo is chasing their dreams, okay? So I don't know what you guys are doing, but we are going to find out where you are being guided and how that kind of falls into the message, okay? Where are Virgos currently being guided? Where are Virgos currently being guided? Where are Virgos currently being guided? Amazing. Interesting. Virgo, we have the Moon, the Magician, and the Hierophant. As soon as I saw the Moon, they immediately told me to the moon and back, just like the stars. So it's like, it's very much a star energy here, but it's very much not seen quite yet. Like, it's there, it's happening, but it hasn't been totally unveiled to you, is the energy I get. It has not been exposed to you completely, so you feel the energy, but you don't see it, and you can't see it quite yet. But it is very much to the moon and back. You are in the sky, everyone's looking at you just like a star. Okay, that's the energy I get from that. And on here it says divine revelation, reveals messages, has the power to destroy. God is my strength. And so it is very much like whatever star status you're working your way up to or trying to move into, you will have influence, you will have power here, okay? And then up next we have Magician and Hierophant. And with the Magician, it's like you are building this, you are creating it, the message I'm getting is like you are tapping into your spiritual and divine gifts and ability. You are connecting with source. You are finally harnessing the true power that you hold. And it feels like for the first time, like it's about time, like Virgo, you finally figured it out, okay? And what you're figuring out is you hold the keys to the universe. You have everything that you've ever needed to be and go wherever it is that you wanted to. And that's part of the reason why the moon is there, because I feel internally you're starting to see this, but it hasn't quite actualized completely. So you're not 100% aware of your power, but it's almost like it's a slow, but not too slow. It's a slow journey to you realizing and actualizing your true divine power, your true ability. It's got a lot to do with like your spirituality somehow. Like it's very connected to spirit, to source, to divine. But it's all about harnessing your power, and you're slowly realizing how much power you have, which means you're also realizing how to harness it properly, okay? And so with the Magician and the Hierophant, that's what it's talking about. It's like you're finally, the student is finally moving into mastery, okay? You're finally moving into a point where you're going to become the teacher one day, not just the student. And then we end it with the Eight of Swords. And so that kind of confused me a little bit. But then I remember that, we're using our angel deck here. And so the meaning is not always going to be the same as the traditional meaning. And as soon as I seen that and thought I had like confusion, they were like, read the card. So reading the card, it says God, protector and savior, truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Virgo! Okay. That is an ending that I am happy to have you guys end off with, okay? So it's letting you know, it's really funny because it's setting you up and it's telling you like, Virgo, you're about to be a star. You're about to be a star. You're about to harness all of this beautiful, amazing power that you have like hidden within you. You're about to finally harness it and use it, and the world is going to see it because you're in that star energy. Everyone is looking at the stars, right? There's nothing that shines brighter in the dark than the stars. And that's you. That's the hermit, right? You're going within. You're going into the deep, dark depth with your lantern. You're finding your way through. You're gaining that knowledge, that experience, that insight. And the Hierophant's all about actually receiving it and then using it to not only be the student, but now the teacher, to master something, to continuously learn and grow from it, but also begin to teach it because there's a new level that you're hitting here. But it's like, but as we tell you all the amazing things coming your way and all this power that you're going to be harnessing and showing and being in the spotlight, I feel that some of you have what do you call it? In my head, there's telling me self-sabotage, but that's not the direction I was trying to go in. But it relates. But but they're telling that they keep saying self-sabotage, and I literally can see the words written out, self-sabotage. And so I feel that what it is you guys have a sense of, like, every time I try to think of the word that I actually want to use, they throw in my head self-sabotage. That's what the word is, but it's like, no, that's not the word I'm trying to find. So I'll use their word, because obviously it's clearly what needs to be said here. You guys may be self-sabotaging and not realizing it, and it's all based off of insecurity or guilt, that you're doing better than someone. People might like to come in and kind of change their energy towards you when they see you doing really well, and you don't like that, because you're very much like, I want to get along with everyone. I want everyone to feel happy. I want to uplift everyone. I want them to know they can also get here. It's not just me. And so through that humbleness that you present, you also self-sabotage yourself, because it's like subconsciously you start to pull back your talent, you start to pull back your power, you start to pull back into yourself and not allow yourself to shine and be in the spotlight, because you're like, I'm raining on other people's parades and I don't really want to do that, and people start treating me differently and they start acting differently towards me. And I feel that this is very subconscious for you. It's not that you're consciously trying to sabotage your own self, but it's almost like the you've done this before in the past, and so it's a natural reaction. So all of a sudden, like, you're doing amazing and you're at the top and you're at the peak, and then you start to get a little lackadaisical with it. You stop being so motivated. You stop being so excited. All of a sudden it feels more burdensome, and you want to, like, let's go hang out instead of me doing this. And it's like, when you get that energy shift, when that changes all of a sudden, when you're like, man, every time I get to my peak, every time I'm at the top, every time I'm really excelling at something, all of a sudden, like, I get disinterested, or I'm like unmotivated, or I'm just tired, and I start focusing on all these other things, and all these challenges and hardships come into my life, and I have to take away from what I'm doing and move it over here. It's like every time you do that, it's like a subconscious thing that's actually happening. You're moving out of this energy, just to let you know, very, very much. If you're not already out of it, you are absolutely out of this pattern, being stuck in the pattern. I think you're more aware of it now. But all those things happen because you start to pick up on the energy shifts of people around you that are getting jealous, that are starting to watch you closer, and then you start to think about them not liking you, them talking about you, them stealing your work, them trying to come after you, them trying to sabotage you, take you down. You get a little paranoid, and I'm not saying it's unjust. Like, you're absolutely right. You're amazing at picking up on energy. At least the Virgo I'm talking to is. But you let that energy, you focus too much on that energy. You're focusing too much on how people are reacting to your success, and not enough on you just being successful. If they can't react to it in a positive way, they don't deserve to be around you when you're in that energy, and they need to leave. It's not that you need to deplete that energy. No. They need to get away from you, and they need to be pushed out. That's the universe letting you know who is really here for you and who is not. Because as soon as you start succeeding and achieving and doing well, when you have people that shift their energy towards you in that way, that's not something that you take lightly. You are being shown directly who is your true friend, who is your true supporter, and who is not. Who is coming in to because they haven't done their own work, whatever. But there's no reason for you to downplay yourself to make them feel better. Those days are in the past. It's time to move on from that energy, because you, my dear, are harnessing a lot of power. And I feel like it's always been in you, but it's been buried kind of deep. And over the years, and I see October, November, you've had to slowly uncover it and pull it back up to the point that even it's there. Because at some point you pushed it down and dug it so deep because it just kept offending everyone around you. And I don't know why I'm hearing parents. I heard parents, and then I saw the word parents. So maybe even your parents were slightly offended by your ability, by your power, by by how easily you manifest, how easily you create, and just how abundant naturally you are. It could be anyone. It doesn't have to be just friends. It could be anyone. And it's like where you're being guided is like you're being guided to be the star that you're meant to be. You're being guided to harness and use the power that you have within you, and you have it in you for a reason, because it's meant to be harnessed. It's meant to be used by you. Virgo, I feel that you're meant to do really great things for the earth, for the world, for people, for a large amount of people. And you can't do that if you're always trapped in insecurity and focusing on like other people's feelings and how they're going to feel about what you're doing. You're here to help the greater good, not those individuals that are surrounding you and keeping you suppressed. But what they also wanted me to tell you, not only is this a message of how you're being guided, this is also a message that you are being protected, that no one can touch you, no one can sabotage you, no one can take your power from you, no one can make you look bad, no one can ruin your reputation, no one can shit on your name. Anyone who tries will not succeed. As long as you continue to harness your power, move forward, allow yourself to be the star that you are, nobody that comes against you is going to succeed, okay? That is what this card is saying, this Eight of Swords. They will be trapped. They will be stuck. They will be in a self-imposed prison because they chose to come after you. So there is something really big about you needing to know that you can do this. You can harness this power. You can be the magician, the Hierophant, and really like get out of the moon and really let the stars shine. You can do all of these things, but know that you're protected. And I feel like you almost need that reassurance before you step into this energy, to help them guide you into this energy. It's like they need to let you know that you are protected, that you are safe, that they got you. They got you, okay? And we are going to clarify one card on that Eight of Swords just to reinforce, because I feel like there's something here with them, like, and none of the other zodiac signs have gotten this so far, where it's like, okay, two messages, you're being guided here, but also know you're being protected. There's something where it's really important that you Virgos know that you are being protected, okay? That you are safe to step into this power. You're safe to step into this energy because they got you, okay? Clarify that Eight of Swords. Why is that Eight of Swords here? Why is that Eight of Swords here for Virgo? Why is that Eight of Swords here for Virgo? Page of Cups. God who rejoices. Divine comfort, gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. Virgo, I can't make it up, okay? Read it yourself, if I can get it in. Divine comfort, gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. Virgo, you guys are protected. You are safe. You are safe to be the powerful person that you're meant to be. You're safe to be the star. You are safe to come out from the moon and shine with the rest of the stars. You don't have to hide behind the moon anymore. It's time to unveil yourself. That's where you're being guided. It's time to unveil yourself to the world. Be the star you're meant to be. Be powerful. Be confident, okay? Channel the energy. Receive the knowledge. Share the knowledge. Teach the knowledge. But step into your power. Now is the time. And I feel there is a sense of urgency. Why am I feeling a sense of urgency? It's a good question. Because I do feel like I need to hone in on this message for you guys, because it's like the time is now. Don't let it pass you up. The time is now. Now, right now is the time. You know what? That is so funny. Okay. I'll pull a card. Maybe. As soon as I did that, and I was like, okay, why do I feel that sense of urgency? Earlier today, before I even thought about doing this reading, I felt really drawn into looking at my birth chart and like looking at more like planetary positions. And I've never been super like, I'm aware of it, but I'm not like an expert on it. Okay, Virgo? And one of the things that I saw and I really honed in on and really tried to like get some knowledge behind is the Saturn return. If you are between the ages of 28 to 31, you may be having a Saturn return because, chills on point, okay? In March, lots of chills. All right, we get it. In March of this year, Saturn goes into Pisces, okay? Saturn only changes planetary positions, like every 2 to 3 years, okay? Saturn goes into Pisces. If you are between 28 and 31 and you're a Virgo, your Saturn return is going to be in Pisces. More than likely. I think that's how it works. It should work. Look at your birth chart. You'll see. But your Saturn should be in Pisces, which means you are approaching your Saturn return. Okay? What does that mean? Saturn is the planet for like being organized, being strategic, being routined, having a sense of like goal and action and orientation for the future in your life. And it's more that rigid. I think it's like, is it Capricorn that rules Saturn? Like think about that kind of energy for Saturn, And so it's like when Saturn returns in people's life, it's called a Saturn return. Look it up. But usually when that happens, people, they're pushed into adulthood, yes, like energetic, spiritual adulthood. But this is the time when a lot of things end for them. Things around them just begin to fall apart. They fade away. Relationships, jobs, your ideas about like your dream job, your ideas about who you are, your ideas about the person you're in love with, all of that just drastically changes and shuts down and ends and breaks and falls apart. It's like tower after tower after tower after tower after tower, like nonstop. It's not meant to be scary though, because each moment that something changes, it's because you're having a realization, you're having an epiphany, an awakening, an enlightenment moment of the truth, of the reality. You're seeing things as crystal clear as you can possibly see them. And we know Pisces is more of that dreamy, watery kind of energy. And so it's like with Saturn coming in, yeah, they're kind of opposite, but Saturn gives Pisces clear reality. And it makes you look at your emotions. Are they aligned with reality? It makes you look at your plans and your goals. Is that aligned with reality? Is it a perception? Are you in the matrix? Things like that. And so this kind of urgency, I feel like this energy, and the reason they just put that back in my mind is because some of you are going to be going through your Saturn return. If you have not already, you are going into it. Saturn will stay in Pisces the next 2 to 3 years. So those of you that are hitting on this, it's like now is the time to step into this power and this energy because you can, because everything is supporting you and helping you get into this energy, but you don't have forever to do it. A year passes like that, okay? And there's so many changes that you're going to have to adjust and heal and reflect on and move out. And we know how Virgos are, hermit, okay? Like you like to take your isolation, your reflection, your introspection. So sometimes that process is a little longer for you guys. But I feel that's the sense of urgency that they're kind of pushing on me and putting in my mind. Because some of you guys are going to go through some huge planetary shifts, and that is literally setting you up for your future. It's setting you up for the life that you're meant to have. But if you do not go along with it, it could pass you up. And then 30 years later is the next time that those planets are back in that position. So then you got to wait 30 freaking years again just to, experience this kind of energy that's supporting you. Not to say it can't happen at any time, but I'm just saying, now's the time. Now's the time, Virgo. Any last messages for Virgo as far as where they're being guided? Any last messages for Virgo and where they're being guided? Man, you guys have some bomb energy, and I'm telling you, there's a huge piece about you being protected. 4 of Wands, reflection, helps one live in peace with everyone. God the Savior, okay? 4 of Wands is all about your creative energy, your commitments, contracts, things that you're being bound to, whether it's through law, through spirit, through 3D, through relationship. You pick it, you choose it, And what they're saying is, again, I feel like it's tied into this protection energy, because the fear that I got from some of you is like, no one's going to like me. But this is letting you know, helps one live in peace with everyone. Like you are so supported right now to step into your power, to be protected, and to have life work out for you where everyone is embracing you that's around you. If they're not meant to be around you, it's because they're not embracing that, okay? So you will be surrounded by people that embrace you as long as you learn to let go of the people that don't. Not to dim your light, to keep shining, and let the dim lights fall back, okay? Virgo, that is all that I have for you in this reading. If this resonated and you liked it, please like and subscribe. Yours went a little longer than I was expecting, but please like and subscribe if you want to see future content. Otherwise, Virgo, amazing luck. You guys got this. I love it. Spirit's all with it. They're all here for you, okay? They got your back, okay? Just trust and move forward is all I can say. All right, right at 1:45:30, we are going to step into Libra. 1:45:30. Libra, this is going to be your messages for where you are being guided right now. And I'm using my Angel Tarot deck. You do not have to be connected to the angel energy yourself for this to resonate. I was just pulled and guided to connect with that more angelic energy and then to use my angel deck for this specific reading. Libra, I did go ahead and I did some channeled messages for each zodiac sign to see what the theme of their reading would kind of be. For you guys, I got not hiding secret, or wrong one, jumped in too far ahead. Libra, I got Libra lost for good. And that's how it came across. Libra is lost for good. And I had a really hard time I didn't spend too much time trying to decipher it, but I was like, is lost for good? Like, are they actually lost, like wandering around, or are they lost as in like they're leaving something behind? Like, so I don't know which one it is, whether you're like wandering around, like what happened? Where am I? I'm kind of lost. Or if you're like, nope, not doing that again. I'm on my merry way. I am lost for good. Like, I don't know which energy it is, but that's the channeled message that I got for you guys. So let's jump in. Libra. Ooh. Hold on. I'm going to eat a chocolate chip here. Where is Libra being guided right now? Where is Libra being guided right now? These cards feel so good when I shuffle them. So sorry if I over shuffle, Libra. I'm getting a lot of 9 of Cups come out in people's readings. Leo. Sorry. Libra. Okay. We have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. As I went through those, the message that I got is that Libra is putting an end to something, that you've invested a long time into, but it's like you're finally just putting a solid, straightforward, quick end to something that you've invested pretty heavily into, or at least you had really high expectation and hopes for it as far as what it would turn into, what the outcome would be. So even if you didn't invest for it for a really long time, you emotionally invested into it pretty deeply because you had some kind of expectation on how this was supposed to look, maybe when it was supposed to come to fruition or be done, something like that. But it's like you are closing out. What kind of cycle is that? They said you are closing out the life cycle of misfortune. What does that mean? Maybe that's why they're saying Libra is lost for good, because you're like, misfortune? I'm good. We're not entertaining that. Closing out the life. What did I say? The life. Closing out the life fortune, or the life cycle of misfortune. What does that mean? Let's see. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune here. What does that mean? King of Pentacles. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. The adored God. So Pisces, the energy I'm getting here is like everything just slowed down. So maybe you guys are feeling really slow in your energy. The energy that I'm getting here is, and it's odd because I wasn't expecting this. You guys have gone through, the difficult part is I can't figure out, is this a byproduct of it or is this the reason, like the source? So the energy I'm getting is like, for some kind of amount of time, everything's kind of fallen apart for you guys. Like you're just experiencing a lot of struggle, a lot of setbacks, a lot of like dings to your finances, to your stability. If you own a home, if you had a regular job, a business, it's like everything has slowed down. Finances have slowed down. Opportunities have slowed down. Everything has really like slowed down. It hasn't come to a halt, but it's like pretty much close to a halt because like nothing is moving forward. Nothing is changing. Nothing is happening. It's all very stagnant. It's just dragging out. And when I think of dragging out, I think of like a divorce or documents or legalities, like something's dragging out way longer than it should be. And so I feel what I can't figure out is everything slowing down and feeling this way because you got involved in something and that is creating that misfortune? Or is the misfortune the reason why you got involved in something and it's just like a part of the misfortune pile of shit, But that does not matter as much because what the overall message is saying is that you are being guided, and now I get the message, you are being guided to close out this life cycle of misfortune. So I do want to see how is I almost called you Pisces. Are you guys dealing with a Pisces in some way? I haven't even done Pisces reading yet, but I really wanted to say Pisces. So I'm wondering, do you need to leave a Pisces, Libra? Are you involved with a Pisces that you need to maybe leave behind, that they're causing some issues for you? How does Libra need to move forward? Because even I'm kind of confused here. Like where, I get where you're being guided is like to close this out, but like how do you close it out? What's the advice here? How does Libra close it out? How does it? Okay, they were like, read the Ten of Swords, read the Ten of Swords, and I'm like, no, give me an answer, read the Ten of Swords. Revelation, protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams. So you guys might be having very vivid, lucid dreams at this time, and that's where you're getting your guidance. That's where you're getting your answer on like what you need to do to move forward. That's where you're getting your own realization for your situation. What needs to happen to move forward? What needs to happen to change? Discernment, general prosperity, deliverance of prisoners. Interesting. There is some level of healing here, though. It's like an emotional healing over having to put an end to something that was just I feel like it was just dragging out. Just like taking forever. It's like, oh my God, we're still doing this? Sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at that inner like, oh, we're still doing this? Like, I feel like that was like a constant like coming back around. Like, we're still doing this? Like, this is still happening? It's still going? We're still waiting on this? We're still doing this? Are you serious? What is Libra's advice to close this cycle of misfortune? What is Libra's advice to close this cycle of misfortune here? I feel like we need to pull 3. are you involved with a Pisces or even like a Leo? And it's like, you need to end the relationship, or do you need to get back with the relationship? I can't tell. The Sun, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers. These are all very strong love energies, obviously. The Sun is all about happiness, restoration, enjoyment, innocence, abundance. The Queen of Cups is all about your love energy, your openness, your emotions, flowing and being very in touch with that, your intuition. And then the Lovers, which is an archangel in this deck of Haniel, and it's all about like making a choice in love that makes you happy, that makes you fulfilled, that makes you, feel good. It's just good energy. So maybe Libra, you guys are going to know the details, and so this makes sense for you, because it's not making a lot of sense for me. Because it's like, your advice is to be happy, choose love, get in touch with your emotion, feel your emotions. Where are your emotions guiding you? But it's like, that's your advice. Just be happy. Just enjoy. Bask in the sun. Be grateful. Be appreciative. Enjoy life. Choose things that make you happy. Choose people that make you happy, that make you feel good. Choose situations where you can give and offer your emotion and your love, and it's well received. So maybe you're in the middle of something right now where like you can't be happy because your love is not being received the right way, or it's not being received properly, or it's not being seen or acknowledged. And so now it's like, you need to go somewhere where you can be seen, where your love, your emotion, the things you have to offer and give are acknowledged, they're seen, they're trusted, they're valued, they're nurtured, they're protected. Let's see what the Ten of Swords is. Let's clarify, what's this Ten of Swords for Libra? Why is the Ten of Swords here for Libra? The number 17 might be important. The number 8 might be important. 71. I'm hearing 9. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Libra? The 8 of Swords. Truth, justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. There was something here that you're being guided to either do this, or you just did it, and you're being guided to close it down for good. Like close the cycle, like the whole cycle, which means like don't go back. Like do not stay in this energy, do not entertain it. I feel for a lot of you, you're in the midst of either deciding or starting to move towards closing and ending something with someone, but you haven't quite done it. It's like you're holding yourself back from doing it for whatever reason, but the energy that I feel where most of you are at is like, you're thinking about it, you're really thinking about it, you're considering it, but you haven't acted on it. And it's saying with the 8 of Swords, this is the 10 of Swords needs to happen. The sudden ending, this closure, this rapid ending and just break needs to happen with someone who is actually like with you to drain you. This is leading me down a path that I didn't want to go down. So with what I was getting from the Wheel of Fortune energy, where it was like closing, I still can't remember what I said, closing out a cycle, closing out a life cycle of misfortune. I feel like you guys might be with someone that takes all your money. I'm going to be very clear. You might be with someone that's with you purely for your money. It's not for love. And they're trying to tell you your advice here with the Sun, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers. Go towards someone that makes you happy. Go towards someone that makes you fulfilled, that makes you feel good, that values your emotions, that you can love, that you can trust and be open and vulnerable with. Go to somewhere that does this, because the energy I'm getting here, it's very much like this is someone that's with you only for money, And it's really like affecting not just your finances, your investment, your fortune, but it's also affecting your long-term emotional health, because you can't be emotional with this person. You can't trust them. There is something that I will never forget. And I want to say it was actually Rich Lopp. He's another tarot reader. I love watching his videos. And this was years ago, probably like 4 years ago that I heard this. I had just started watching his tarot channel, I think. And he said something and it stuck with me, and I valued what he said so much because it gave me a new perspective, and it taught me how to just end things and how to cut things off without questioning it. As soon as it doesn't feel right, just leave it alone. And what he said, I'm not doing it verbatim, but what he said was essentially, sometimes you are due to have this amazing life, to be rich, to have this fortune, to really thrive, to excel in life, to be successful. There is definitely things that align, and like it's owed to you, and it's meant to happen for you, and you work for it, and it's meant to be given to you. The universe has this gift and they want to give it to you. But they will not give it to you if you are still tied to people that maybe their karma is to struggle, is to suffer, is to learn how to work for themselves, is to learn how to make their own money, make their own way. If they have karma like that and you're still holding on to them, do you really think the universe is going to give you your gift just so that this person can benefit and like mooch off of you and take your gift? No, that gift is meant for you. That fortune, that future, that life is meant for you. So long as you're tied to someone else that is not in their fortune, that is not in their stars to have that, you will not get yours, because this person is not meant to have it. So I cannot give you this because you're just going to give it to them. Okay? And they're not meant to have it. So the universe delays things. It doesn't give you what you're owed because of the people that you're still connected with. And it tries and it shows you and it tells you it's time to separate, it's time to let them go, it's time to move on. And the longer you hold on, the more misfortune you experience, because you're taking on this person's bad karma. That's what people mean by you're taking on someone else's karma. You're taking on karma that does not belong to you, because so long as you are tied and attached to this person, you are going to get everything that they're supposed to get, which is the opposite of what you're supposed to get. I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand that. I heard him say that. I never forgot it, even to this day. And now I'm very quick to let people go. The second I feel unhappy, I feel misfortune, being connected to them just depletes my energy, it drains me. That's a clear indicator that we're not in alignment. We're not supposed to go on the same path. If you are, maybe it's not right now. Maybe that person and you need to learn other things, and then you can come back together later. Who knows? But in that moment, you're not going to get any gifts if this person is not supposed to have any of those things in their life, and you are. Okay? And that's the energy I'm getting from this. Is like, whoever you're with is with you purely for financial reasons, for the benefits, for the perks of being with you. They're not emotionally invested, and you can't emotionally invest in them. And Libra, I feel like you want to. I feel like you're there. You're ready. You like, that's what you want to do, but you can't. Not with this person. And so your advice is like, go somewhere where the love is. Go somewhere that you can be happy. Go somewhere that you can choose to feel enjoyment and passion and love, and it's mutual. It's given back to you. It's nurtured, okay? It grows. And it's not all about money. It's not all about living off of you, having you provide, taking what's being given to you, your fortune, your benefits. It's like, no, that's not a real relationship. That's just someone with you for the perks of it. If this is your story and it resonates, you're gonna know exactly who this is, because the way I'm looking at it, it's very clear that you're aware. Man, everything started to go downhill as soon as I got with this person. That's an indicator, right? That's a good sign, right? Okay, Libra, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me and letting me tap into it. You have your advice, you have where you're being guided, which is to the love, to the happiness. I think you're absolutely able to do it. Like I said, I feel like most of you are already in the process of like really considering and thinking about moving forward. You just haven't done it, but this is your sign, your message, where they're telling you like that's where you're being guided, is to do it. You're being guided to do it. What was it? Lost for good. Libra is lost for good. I feel like it's like the lost for good, like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not coming back. This is done. It's over for good. For good, okay? I'm having a lot of that energy come through, actually, for a lot of the signs. Like, it's time to just end things. It's time to leave. Gemini had a really strong message that it was time to leave. It was time to move on. Like, it was time to just let it go, okay? Again, Libra, thank you so much for sharing your energy. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If this resonated, please like, subscribe, and you can see future content. Otherwise, I'm going to jump into Scorpio's energy here, right at 2:05:50. Oh, let me find the right one. 2:05:50. 0550. You guys might be seeing 55 a lot, Scorpios. So Scorpio, I did go ahead and use my Angel Tarot deck for this reading. I was kind of guided to connect with my angel energies before I did this reading, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use my tarot deck of angels. So you don't have to connect with angel energy for this to resonate. Either it resonates or it doesn't. The message will still be the same. I did go ahead and channel messages for each sign before I jumped into this. And Scorpio, the message I got from you, your energy, was not hiding secrets. And it came out a little slow. Like the rest of the message hit me like very quick. Like, oh, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. It was very fast. When I got to yours, it was like, Scorpio is not hiding secrets. So it's almost like an energy of you had to believe it yourself before you could say it, like almost convincing yourself, like, I'm not hiding secrets. It's like that like little suspicious kind of sarcastic way of saying it that would make someone question, like, you're not? No, I'm not. Like, okay, why are you saying it like that? Like there's another motive here. So we'll see how that energy plays out in your reading here. We're going to try to keep it short, but these messages are going a lot harder than I thought they would, as far as like the in-depth and the clarity and the messages. Oof. So we will see how that plays out for you guys, okay? Scorpio, what do we need to know about where Scorpio is being guided? Where is Scorpio being guided right now? Where is Scorpio being guided right now? Sorry guys, it's late at night, early in the morning actually is what it really is. Where is Scorpio being guided right now? Where is Scorpio being guided right now? Ooh, I knew it. I knew it. Oh shit, Scorpio. What's going on? You guys are in love. You're falling in love. You're trying to not fall in love, but you're in love. And that's why you're not telling secrets about how in love you are, but you're not really in love. Is that what this is? No, you don't make me happy. I don't think you're my spiritual partner. I think you're just a person that I ran into and enjoy. But you're not the person for me. I don't want to be with you forever. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Scorpio, is that what we're not telling secrets about? Is that what we're not hiding secrets about? Is how in love you are with someone? So with the Ace of Swords being here, and I'm not going to take it just 'cause I was just shuffling because these cards feel really good to shuffle. Sorry. With the Ace of Swords being here, and then you got like your Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups. Like, hello. Okay. It's like you're being guided to make a decision. You're being guided to speak your truth. You're being guided to be very clear about there is someone. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Are you juggling? Do you have two people, Scorpio? Because as soon as I said that, and I started to move, I went from the Two of Cups and I started to move to the Knight of Cups, and I instantly felt the energy and heard the message. There's two. And you're trying to figure out of the two, which one's going to make you the happiest. One you feel a high spiritual connection to, and the other one you are very romantically attracted to them, or more so, I feel like, let's clarify the Knight of Cups, because I think are these two different people, Scorpio? Not hiding secrets. Is this what you're actually hiding? Is that you have two people here that you're trying to make a decision? You're trying to make a decision on who actually is going to make you feel like fulfilled, who's actually going to have that long-term staying power for you emotionally. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Clarify Knight of Cups for me. Clarify Knight of Cups. I feel like one might be more emotionally exciting right now than the other. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Is it two people? These either it's two people that are very similar, or it's one person. The energies are so similar, but they're different. Okay. Is that what's happening? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So the High Priestess is clarifying the Knight of Cups here, okay? And the funny thing is, as I was pulling the High Priestess, I was also reading the card for Knight of Cups, and it says, perception and revelation, discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature, okay? And then the High Priestess, obviously, success, protection from magistrates is what's on the card, but we all know the High Priestess is also about secrets, unseen things, intuitive, messages, guidance, things like that. And so then what it gave me was like, and then it makes sense. This is one person, okay? So if you're a Scorpio and you're juggling, this isn't you, okay? If you're a Scorpio, you have one person, and you feel like you're juggling that one person with that same one person, this is you. I'll explain. There is someone, Scorpio, in your energy, and it's like with the Two of Cups, there is immediately a connection there. You feel it. It's spiritual. It feels really good. It says fruition provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God, the swiftly hearkening God. And so it's like with that Two of Cups, it's like we align on every level. We're on the same page. We're on point. They're smart. I'm smart. They're emotional. I'm emotional. We match each other. It's like we're two sides of the same coin, like it's like that soulmate twin flame kind of energy here is what you're feeling from them. But then there's also this other thing that you feel. And this other thing that you feel is like unknown. It's mysterious. It's covered. It's unseen, okay? And I feel like it's very intriguing to you, especially Scorpio, your nature, right? Your nature is to go into the darkness and discover what's down there, figure it out, find whatever is like lurking in the corner. You know, you're not scared to go that way. You're not scared to go in deep and find whatever's down there, and then, you know, allow it to either kill some shit or you know, create some shit. So the darkness does not scare you away, Scorpio. It intrigues you. It captivates you. But I feel like with this person, it does scare you, because the energy I'm getting, so funny, Ace of Cups on the bottom. The energy I'm getting here is like, I feel like I know this person. I feel like I know everything about them. I'm so comfortable with them. We just vibe so well and so easily, and we're like on point with each other. But I feel like there's this corner in their soul that I don't have access to. There's a room in their heart that I don't have a key to that door. Like I have the rest of it, but I don't have this, like there's a secret chamber that I can't get into, and I can't quite figure out where it is. And I don't feel like they're lying, but I know that there's something they're not saying, and I can't figure out what it is. So, because you can't figure out what it is, there's a like fear factor here, because you're very emotionally invested and you're emotionally excited, you're emotionally intrigued, like it's tapping into everything in just the right kind of way. But because you're so emotional about this person, it's kind of scary to know that, like, or even not to know because you can't confirm it, but it's like to feel that there's something about them that you don't know. There's something about them that they're not giving away. There's something that is unseen. And it's scary because you're so emotionally invested into this that it's like, what could it be? It could be anything. What could it be? I don't know what it could be. That's why it's kind of scary, because my emotions are on the line now and I can't figure out what this is. And Scorpio, you just being a Scorpio, you are really good at like digging in and uncovering things from people, whether they say it or not. And you have that water and that emotion, that depth. You can really like go down in there and pull it out and finesse it in this beautiful kind of way. And then you lay it on the table and you're like, you got to deal with that. We got to deal with that. Like, you're all about like, okay, I slow walked and finessed my way in, and I grabbed that thing that was unseen, and all right, let's talk about it. Let's deal with it. But with this person, it's like you keep trying to go in, you keep trying to pull things out, you're putting things on the table, you're throwing them on the table, thinking maybe that's the thing that I'm feeling is unseen here. But it's like you and this person are on the same point. You're on the same page. There's no secrets. It's like they're being honest, you're being honest. You guys talk about it, it's done, it's over, you move on. But then you still have that feeling of like, that wasn't the thing. That wasn't the thing. There's something else. That wasn't the thing. There's something else down there that I can't get, and I don't know what it is. And it's like you're throwing all this random shit on the table, thinking and hoping that's what it is. But this person's just like, oh yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, let's talk about that. Yeah, no problem. And so it's almost, I'm picking up from you, Scorpio, almost an energy of frustration, not necessarily with this person, but more with the fact that you keep addressing stuff and you keep bringing things to the table to talk about, but you keep walking away feeling like there's something there that I can't get out of them, that I can't discover, but I feel it and I know it's unseen. I know it's not being pushed to the surface, and you just want to push it to the surface to get it addressed because you're like, I want to know everything in and out so we're prepared and we can move forward and we can do what we need to do. But it's like you just can't, you can't pick this person out. You can't pick that thing out of this person, and it's frustrating you. So you feel like there's two sides to this person. The side that like, you're like, oh, everything is beautiful, it's on point, it's perfect. And then there's this other side where it's not even really a side. It's like this little hidden compartment that's floating in this person, and you can't figure out where it's at, and you can't address it. You can't, but you still feel this strong connection and draw and pull towards them, and you just can't figure it out. It's like they make you very happy, but I feel like you're being guided to, before I say it, let's go ahead and clarify what the Ace of Swords is, because that's the guidance. This is the clarification of like why you're being guided in that direction, like what's happening. But the Ace of Swords is the representation of what you need to do about this situation. And that's where your guidance is, okay? Why is the Ace of Swords here for Scorpio? And just to read it to you, it says, affinity and friendship, obtain the friendship of anyone. Judgment. God hidden in darkness. Atonement of errors destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. So it's got the Ace of Swords being clarified by Judgment. Scorpio. The energy I'm getting, that it's trying to say what your advice is. And I wanted to give you guys more than this because this just seems so obvious, and I was like, there's no way it can be that. But it's like, you just need to make a decision. You need to make a decision on if you want to invest in this person long term, as well as if you want to continue this. That's what you're being guided to. It's like you need to make a decision, knowing that there's this unseen piece of this person that you can't find and pull out, but also knowing that you guys connect on every level, you feel drawn to them, everything else is on point. You got to make a decision if you want to move forward with this person or not, if this person will emotionally fulfill and match you, if you see a long term with them. And I'm going to be totally transparent here. As I was saying those things, the message they gave me is like, am I supposed to say that? Am I supposed to tell them that? Oh, crud. What can I tell them? Lessons. Lessons are being learned. Life lessons are being learned. That's what they're telling me. Life lessons are being learned. It's ultimately your guys' choice. And there is something to do with looking and reviewing the lessons that you've learned thus far in your life, and how can you apply those lessons to this situation to help you know how to move forward. Boy, I wish I could clarify some more for you guys, because there's definitely some channeled messages that I'm getting. It's almost like I'm like hearing bits and pieces that I should not be hearing, because you're not supposed to get that information. And the reason why you're not supposed to get that information, it's more, this is a decision that you have to make on your own. You need to make this decision on your own without me telling you this is why you have to make the decision on your own, is because of blah, 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 blah. And you should base your decision because of blah, 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 blah. It's like if I give more context than that, it influences what you decide. But this is a situation where it's like, I get that your angels, the spirit, guide, universe, or whoever you follow, they're looking to you to make it, because they want to know, what will you do? What are you going to do? Where are you at in your life right now? Is this something you want, something you don't want? And they're very much more focused on seeing what you do, okay? Because that determines other things later on, okay? I kind of want to know if we're able to pull out, what is that piece that Scorpio can't seem to pull out of this person? What is that unknown piece of this person that Scorpio can't figure out? Maybe I can help you that way. I don't know. What is that unseen, unknown piece of this person that Scorpio can't obtain? Ooh, they're telling me mentally. Will in new beginnings assist with difficult and great undertakings. The Fool, the exalting God. While I was shuffling, I heard something different than what came out here. And so now I'm trying to see how that connects and ties together here. Let's clarify one more. Clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool. Five of Swords. God, the highest being, desire to know the acquisition of wisdom. Yeah. They're not telling me, Scorpio. They're not showing me, more so. So I think that is also a part of what they want to know, is what your decision will be, knowing and feeling that there is a unknown aspect about this person that you do not have access to. Like that's a part of this. It's a part of your decision that you need to make. And so with the Fool and the Five of Swords, what it's pretty much saying is like the Fool is all about like, are you taking that leap of faith or not? Are you having a new beginning or no? The Five of Swords is like, are you gonna choose? Are you gonna overthink this? Are you just gonna be really confused? Are you going to, because it's all mental, right? Especially the Five of Swords, it's very mental, okay? Very airy energy. And the fact that it says desire to know the acquisition of wisdom, it's like, yes, you have a desire to know something about this person, which is like that piece that you don't know. But it's also saying the acquisition of wisdom, because it's saying you need to base your decision off of the life lessons that you've learned up until this point. If you understand and know that you cannot get the information that you want, you cannot pull out of this person that piece that you feel and know is not being seen, is being hidden from you, then you need to rely on your wisdom. And where does wisdom come from? Experiences, life lessons. Scorpio, I wish I could dig into this much deeper for you, and I really, 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 really want to. But I'm having a hard cap limit on what how deep, how much I can go into this energy with you guys, because it's like you're being guided to make the decision. But it's a decision you need to make based off of yourself, no one else, nothing else. So some of you might be watching a lot of tarot readings trying to help you get guidance on how to make this decision. And it's like you walk away from the tarot reading and you're either really confused, or it's not your situation, or you're like, that didn't help, or you're like, where's the advice? And it's like they're purposely blocking you from receiving any information that is going to make the decision for you. This is something that you need to decide on yourself based off of your experiences. And they're looking to wait. They're waiting and looking to see, how do you make your decision, and what what are you going to do? This is very much like this is for you to do. Sorry, guys. I would love to dig into this deeper, Scorpio, but nope, cannot. So, if that did resonate, sorry that I couldn't expand on that for you guys more. But if that did resonate for you, if you were able to get something out of it, like, subscribe, let me know if that's your story, how it applies. If you're really having difficulty finding an external answer. But Scorpio, thank you so much for giving me your time and your energy and letting me tap into it. I really appreciate it. And I wish you absolutely the best. So we are going to jump into Sagittarius' energy. Okay. Interesting. Let's tap into Sagittarius' energy. We are right at 2:30:50 for this. 2:30:50. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into Sagittarius' energy. Sagittarius, this is going to be a quick reading for you guys on where you are being guided right now. And I did do a quick meditation for each of you, each zodiac sign before I jumped into this. And yours was actually menace to society as the channeled message I got. And it reminded me of the movie, and it reminded me of the, there's a song for it, but it reminded me of Don't Be a Menace to Society. And I was like, oh man, that movie, I love that movie. But that was your channeled message, Sagittarius, was menace to society. Like you're being a menace to society, okay? I don't know what you guys are doing, what you're up to, but you're being a menace to society right now, okay? So let's see what comes out for you guys. Where is Sagittarius being guided right now? Where is Sagittarius being guided right now? Man, we got a lot of Nine of Cups coming out for a lot of the signs, man. It's crazy. A lot. I guess we're having to all focus on like what fulfills us, what makes us happy, which makes sense. So we have Nine of Cups, the Hermit, King of Wands, Ace of Swords. So immediately from this energy, what I'm getting, Sagittarius, is that you guys are essentially like, it's an energy of you are not looking externally, but you are taking time, you are taking space for yourself to go within and kind of do the hermit thing and like really pull back from people, go within, and figure out what actually fulfills you, what actually makes you happy. Like you're doing a lot of like introspection and deep diving into yourself here to figure out if you're on the path that you actually want to be on. You're trying to reflect and gauge, like, is this, I know where I'm going and I know it's going to be good and successful, but is this actually where I want to be? Is this actually the direction I want to take? Am I doing the right thing for me, or am I just doing something because I've been doing it? Okay. And out of that, what you're trying to do is create like a solid goal and plan for the future, but you want to be very confident about it and you want to have motivation and passion behind what you're doing. And that's a part of the reason why you're going within to figure it out, because I think that's been lacking for you a little. And you're like, okay, so what's going to make me get in that energy of like, I want to set goals, I want to pursue them, I want to run after them. You know, I'm passionate, I'm motivated, I'm happy, I'm excited, and I can see like a successful outcome in future. Like everything feels good. You're like, what's the direction that's going to put me in line with that? And then make a decision based off of that, essentially. And so where you're being guided, Sagittarius, is, if you haven't already, what it's saying is it's time to kind of go within. It's time to retreat by yourself, alone, without external distraction. Retreat within yourself to really figure out what will make you very happy, what it will make you successful, but also passionate and enjoy life and have that charisma that you have, and then make a decision based off of that. Okay, let's kind of just look here if we can peek into that Nine of Cups to help you get started. Clarify that Nine of Cups for Sagittarius. Clarify that Nine of Cups for Sagittarius. Knight of Cups. Perception and revelation, discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature, the revealing God. And so it's very much like your Nine of Cups. Is this romantic, Sagittarius? Because the message I just got when I read that was your Nine of Cups is actually, and I'm not saying this because it's the Knight of Cups. I'm saying this because when I read it, and as soon as I read discovers hidden treasure, immediately I got an energy of like, there is someone that you're interested in and you want to know more about this person, and that's what would actually make you happy. That's what would actually fulfill you and make you feel better, is if you could just know more about this person. If you could sit down and ask any question you wanted and learn about who they are and just get to know them more, really connect with them. And that would actually explain why the Hermit is here as well, because it's like wanting to like deep dive into something and get like the answers, get an understanding, get transparency, get knowledge from something that's hidden, from something that's unseen. We just talked about this energy in the Scorpio reading, and so it's kind of reflecting that energy a little bit of like, I want to get more information on someone so that I can be more confident and I can be more sure about making a decision about that person. Okay, this could be a person, a place, a community, a job, a family. It could be anything. I do get a little romantic energy here though. Same concept where it's like, yeah, it's guiding you. Like, it's time to go within and figure out what actually makes you happy. But at the same time, if this is about a person, it's asking you more so to pursue your happiness, is the best way I can put that. To pursue your happiness. So if your happiness, if your true fulfillment comes from learning more about this person, then do that. Find out about them. If getting more information about them and connecting with them on like a spiritual, emotional level is what's going to help you be more confident to make a decision about what you want to do about this person, then do that. But also think of the long term. Think of what it's going to affect and how it's going to affect it. Okay, let's see. Who is this? What is the Knight of Cups here? Let's see if we can maybe pull it out. If this is a person, show me the Knight of Cups. Where's that Knight of Cups going? Who's it directed toward? Who's that Knight of Cups directed toward? Page of Swords. Someone that you are very curious about. Like, very curious about. Refuge, governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. You could be dreaming about this person, Sagittarius, or they're dreaming about you. The number 12, 1 or 2 or 3 could be significant. It's like this person is really a mystery to you. They're very much a mystery to you. But it's like you could be dreaming about them, maybe connecting in like 5D, and that's what's really like enticing your curiosity, is because in 5D, you know that you're connecting with them, you know that you're getting information about them, but in 3D, it's like a hard wall or some kind of stoppage, like something's not letting you learn more about them or get more information on them. And so it's like driving you into wanting to know more about this person. You definitely are wanting to discover who they are. Like, who are they? Who are they truly? I feel like you do know them, but it's like I'm getting like a connection on a deeper level. Like, you just want to connect with them on a much deeper personal level than what maybe you have already been connecting with them. Okay? What is Sagittarius' advice with this? What is Sagittarius' advice? I don't want to take it if it falls out. Seven of Swords was pretty close to coming out there. Sneaky, cheating, lying, stuff like that. What is Sagittarius' advice? What is Sagittarius' advice about this? This person. Okay, Sagittarius. Interesting. This is coming out of left field. We have the World. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Tower. The advice for you with this person is very much like there is an opportunity here for you to have a very meaningful, deep, and spiritual connection with someone, but it would drastically change a lot of things if you did pursue it. It's like saying, like, it would definitely be successful. It would feel really good for both of you. It is someone that you are spiritually tied and connected with in some way, so it could be past life. It could be soulmate. In some way, there is a spiritual connection, and I think that's why you're connecting with this person on 5D. Like you're able to dream about them, and you guys are dreaming together, and you're actually connecting in your dreams. You're coming together in your dreams. So if you feel like you dream of this person and you're like, whoa, that dream felt really real, it felt very lucid, it's because it was, because you guys are actually connecting in your dreams. Because there is some kind of strong spiritual connection here. And it's saying, like, yeah, if you pursued this, if you went into pursuing this person, getting to know them obviously, and then leading up, it's like that would go in a very successful direction for you. That would be a good option for you, because of this deep spiritual connection and tie. Like, it would work out very well. But doing so somehow creates a lot of disruption, a lot of endings, a lot of changes in your life and possibly in their life as well. It's like you have to be prepared to sacrifice and lose a lot of things to gain something this great. It's like you don't get something this good for nothing, right? The trade-off here is like, and maybe that's what you're trying to figure out and decide here. And that's why the Ace of Swords, it ends with that, because it's like, make a decision, figure this out. Because you might already be aware, if you are with this person or pursue this person, that there would be a lot of things that you would have to sacrifice. There would be a lot of things that would change, that would be at a loss. But you would be gaining something amazing, is the feeling that I get here. Okay. Any last messages for where Sagittarius is being guided? Any last messages for where Sagittarius is being guided? Just so you guys know, the guidance that I am seeing here is like, get to know this person. Like, you are being guided to connect on a deeper, intimate level with this person and just get to know them. I'm not saying start a relationship. I'm not saying jump into bed. Or I'm saying you are being guided to get to know this person on a much deeper level than what you have been getting to know them. Because I definitely feel like you know this person, you've talked to them, they know you, you know them. There's just no depth associated with your connection. And so it's saying, yeah, explore that. Connect with them on a deeper level. go ahead and do that. Okay? Any last messages for Sagittarius on where they're being guided? Yeah, Temperance. It says, reconciliation regains the favor of those one has offended. Maybe you offended this person somehow, I don't know, and that's why you stopped getting to know them on a deeper level. Maybe they offended you, I don't know. But with Temperance, it's very much like divine timing, guidance, healing, balance. The energy I get from that is like, now's the time. Now is the time. Now is the, not time. It's, now is the, I don't know why. Now's the time portal. Now's the space. Now's the vertex. Now the vortex. Now. It's like, it doesn't want me to just say like, now is the time, but it's like, almost like cosmically, astrologically, a lot of things have been shifted and moved to create a time portal for you both to come together and connect on this opportunity to get to know each other deeper and make a decision on what you want to do about that. It's like there's been a lot of reorchestrating within the cosmos is what I'm getting. Like a lot of things, a lot of timelines have been shifted, a lot of parallel universes have been implemented and taken out, a lot of guidance, a lot of influence, a lot of assistance to shift like the energies and the timelines and people so that you two can come together. Like a lot of things have been interfered with to create an opportunity right now for you to come together. And when I say come together, I do not mean in like a sexual romantic sense. I mean come together like, it's weird. You guys are supposed to explore each other on an emotional connection, and it's meant to be deep. Like I feel like you guys are, there's some strong past life stuff coming through. And it's like, it's not telling me if you're meant to be together or if that's where it's going to go, but it's just a strong energy of like, a lot of things have been changed and moved and adjusted just to create an opportunity for you two to emotionally connect on a deeper level than what you have been doing. And I don't quite understand why it's, and I'm trying to relay it exactly how I'm getting it because it's significant. It's like a lot of spiritual hands have been involved in shaping, adjusting. Like this is a huge undertaking universally to create just one little time and space moment for you two to emotionally connect on a deep level. And there is some kind of grand significance with you two doing that, because a lot of things, a lot of energies and spiritual hands have been involved with like I just get like a lot of planning, a lot of orchestrating, a lot of guiding, overseeing, constructing, removing, changing. Like a lot of things have been done behind the scenes on a much higher level just to create this one little time and space timeline moment where you two can connect at the same time on an emotional level. And it's like that needs to happen, that has to happen. And so much work and planning, like years behind the scenes, has been happening just for you two to come together for just a moment and connect emotionally. And as I dig deeper, and I'm not going to keep digging too deep because it's not meant to be a super long reading, but as I dig deeper, the energy I get more and more is something to do with like the heart chakra, the expansion, the alignment, Kundalini. It's like a sudden awakening, reaction, upheaval, like you two having just that tiny space and time to connect. They put all the work in to make sure that happened, because once you do connect, it's like too many explosions happen, one for you, one for them. And these explosions are the catalyst to a whole plan, to a whole concept, involvement, idea, project. Like you two are the catalyst to you're integral to a huge undertaking of the world, of the masses, of the collective. Like, it's so big, like well beyond just you two, but somehow it comes down to you two connecting and having these too many explosions between yourselves that is the catalyst of change for everything else. It's like, if this does not happen, the plan does not work. And so that is why so much has been put into giving you just that moment to connect. I'm kind of curious, what happens after you guys connect? Look, Lovers at the bottom of the deck. That might be what happens. I don't know, okay? But now that I'm like touching into the energy more and more, and I'm feeling it more and more, and now I can't help myself. So I'm going to see, and then we're going to be done. What happens after these two connect? What happens after these two connect? What happens after these two connect? If that don't wake you up, I don't know what will. The Lovers came out again. You guys saw me shuffle. It was on the bottom of the deck, and then it came out again. The exact card, okay? And we already have the Two of Cups. There's something big here between you two. I wish I could dive into this for you, Sagittarius. I wish we could keep going with it, but I have to keep these short. But you are being guided. You are absolutely being guided to explore an emotional connection with this person. 100,000,000%. You are being guided to explore that emotional connection with them. And like I said, there's been a lot of behind the scenes orchestrating and changing for years. Years is what I'm getting. Eons. We've been planning for this moment. It's like the energy I'm getting. And it's like, it's so important. There's so many angels, spirit guides, ancestors, like whoever it is that you believe in, God, like there's a lot of eyes on this. There's a lot of eyes on this, because it's like, it's got to be protected, because this cannot get fucked up. Like, this has to happen. Nobody can interfere with this. And so, Sagittarius, a side message really quick before I navigate here into the next sign for Capricorn is, you might have been, it depends on how spiritually like in tap you are with yourself. You might have felt a lot of energy, like conflict and chaos around you, but it never affected you. You never saw it. You never like had to actually deal with it, but you could just feel like chaos, like impending doom, like kind of paranoid, like I think people are gonna come for me, I think they're trying to sabotage me, I think people are against me. It's like you feel these energies around you all the time, but it never actually happens. It never actually shows up. The reason being, you have been highly protected. You and this person have been highly protected, because like this is like spiritual warfare level stuff. Like, there are things actively trying to stop you guys from having this connection, and it's like a lot of a lot of spirits are fighting for you. A lot of angels are fighting for you, because there's something about, as soon as you and this person connect emotionally, there is something within both of you that happens that then leads to like these grand catalyst changes. And I keep feeling it's like it spurs out far enough to be worldwide changes, collective changes, mass changes, and somehow it dwindles back down to you two. And it's like, for years you've gone through hardships and challenges, because obviously you need to. It's a part of growth and lessons and building you up to this spot. But there's also a sense of like, energetically, you could feel all of these negative things coming towards you and at you, but yet nothing actually happens or comes from it. And it's because you're just being so highly protected right now. You're being very highly protected. What was the other sign? Virgo. And we have the Hermit here, and the King of Wands is the Sagittarius card. But for the Virgo reading, for whatever reason, I'm getting the same energy now. But during the Virgo reading, it was very much like I had to continuously emphasize for them, you are protected. You are protected. You have protection. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. You are protected. And I'm feeling that same energy show up for you, Sagittarius, where it's like, yeah, you might have thought you were just paranoid and crazy all the time because you felt all these crazy energies around you, but nothing ever happened. No, those energies were around you. They were coming after you because of whatever connection is supposed to happen here. It's monumental, but you've just been so highly protected because they need you guys to do this. This needs to happen. And so they're protecting you at all costs, okay? We're moving out of this energy. Otherwise, I'm going to keep diving into it because I am so intrigued. I am so intrigued, okay? I'm obsessed. Like, this is beautiful energy. Like, I just want to know more. I really want to dive into it, but, like, we don't have time for that. We're already going on 3 hours because these energy reads have been a lot longer than I expected them to be, which... Hey, the message has to get out. The message has to get out. Just hopefully you guys are getting something out of it, okay? Wow, that was deep. Okay. Wow. Let's move into Capricorn. We are at 257. 257. Capricorn, this is your reading for where are you being guided, okay? Capricorn, I did do a quick message channeling kind of for each zodiac sign before I jumped into this. And for your guys's, I got leveling up. Capricorn is leveling up, okay? So let's see what Capricorn is up to, what is going on with them, and what energy is going to come out, okay? Let's see. Oh, let's get those in order first. Leveling up. I like the way that sounds. Where is Capricorn being guided? I just heard to level up. Where is Capricorn being guided? Where is Capricorn being guided right now? Interesting. We have the Three of Cups, the Devil, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So initially, like as the cards were coming out and I just popped on the energy of each one, what I got here was there is something that you wanted to or currently want to maybe reconnect with. Oh, they just made it very clear. Sorry. Sorry, it's late, guys. You and one and two more, all I got left, so we're good. We're gonna push through, okay? The energy I'm getting is that you want to reconnect with someone. You want to celebrate. You want to come together. You want to enjoy this person's energy. You want them to enjoy your energy. You really want to be back together with someone, like in good graces and celebration, happiness. Just very peaceful, abundant, enjoyment energy. Problem is, I think that Capricorn, you're really focused on this. And I mean, the devil is your energy. So it could be that too. But I feel like you're very focused on being in this energy with this person. And you also see this person as like a spiritual soulmate, like someone that you're tied and connected with, someone that you're meant to be with, someone that like you guys are just meant to be together. Sorry guys, the video got too long and it cut off on me. So, but it's very much like this person's not paying any attention to you though. They're not taking your cup. They're not recognizing that you're offering love. They're not looking your way. They're not acknowledging you. They're not, it's like very much an energy of just, blissful ignorance is the word that they just gave me. So this person may not even be aware that you're like this into them. And that's part of the reason why they're not taking anything seriously, or they are aware and they're just not interested here. So what is Capricorn being guided? Where is Capricorn being guided then? If that's the situation, where are they being guided? Because this doesn't really tell you where you're being guided. It just says like, or maybe they're okay. Capricorn, this could be someone trying to be with you and it's telling you, it's guiding you to not look at the offer, to not be interested in the offer. Because like I said, the devil is your energy here. That's your card. And it could be that you're coming back together with someone like as a friendship level, but this person's actually like romantically interested in you, and it's saying like, nah, don't look at that cup. So let's clarify 4 of Cups first and then see where we go from there. Show me the 4 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Yeah. No. Wait. Okay. One last thing. Show me the 2 of Cups. I think it's the original storyline that I was getting, because that's what that's alluding to. Show me the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups for Capricorn. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Okay. It is the first storyline here, where Capricorn, I feel like even with the devil, it may not even be that you're obsessed with this person or this connection, but you're doing sneaky things to try to get it. You're being like, maybe not totally truthful. You're maybe, I wouldn't go there. You might be trying to manipulate energy, like work with energy to get this person to notice you or to come back to you. Because you do see them as like wish fulfillment. Like you see them as someone that can make you very happy. If you guys were together, you absolutely want to move forward and like offer them something. You want to offer them a relationship. You want to offer them to be together. But it's like this person's not paying attention. This 5 could be an important number to you guys. But it's like this person's not taking your offer seriously. They're not looking at it seriously. They're not responding. It's something with like they're eluding it. Like they're being elusive. I don't know. It's so where, again, here comes back to the original question. So where is Capricorn being guided right now? What is Capricorn being guided? Where is Capricorn being guided? Okay, 2 it is. We have the Knight of Swords and the Moon. Ooh, okay. Speak your truth. That's where you're being guided, is to speak your truth. Say how you feel. Speak your truth. Be open, be honest. And yeah, I was getting a little bit of that energy of like, this person may not even realize that you actually want to be with them. Like they mean, it's that blissful ignorance is the word that they gave me. where it's like this person may not even be aware that you're like in love with them, that you see them romantically, that you want to be in a relationship. Because in the beginning here, the Three of Cups is like, you know, we're hanging out, we're having fun, we're having a good time. It's very like, I got a very much friendship energy with that. But it's like, but you're kind of like, maybe you're lying and being dishonest and not being truthful about how you actually feel, which is like, I want to be with you. I want to be in a relationship with you. I want to be together. You make me happy. Like you emotionally fulfill me. But it's saying like, you're being guided to speak your truth. You're being guided to reveal how you feel about this person. And again, your thing was leveling up. So maybe that's the whole point, is like, you're leveling up to the next level of a relationship, right? But to do that, you have to speak your truth. You have to let this person know how you actually feel about them to do that, right? Any other messages for Capricorn? I always like your guys' energy because I can make it short, because your energy is so straightforward. It's usually very clear. Any last messages for Capricorn? Where are they being guided? Any last messages for Capricorn? Where they're being guided? Yeah, it's definitely saying speak up, speak your truth, say how you feel, don't hold back, be truthful. And if this is opposite and it's someone pursuing you that you don't want to be with, be truthful, you know. Spiritual wisdom and magic helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. The Magician, the generous God. So if you want to create this, if you want to manifest it, like, then do that. I feel like you did manifest this person. You did pull them and attract them into your life, because they could be a good match. But it's like, but don't run from what you've manifested. Don't hide from the thing that you've managed to pull into your life, because that's what you wanted, unless, you know, maybe it's not aligned for you anymore. But it is saying, like, Magician is also about revelation, revealing, communication. And so it's also about speaking your truth. It's also about being honest. You can't manifest something that you cannot authentically be genuine about. Okay, that's not how manifestation works. You cannot manifest a lie. You cannot manifest a secret. You have to be authentic and genuine with your energy and your communication, and then you can manifest what you want from it, right? All right, Capricorn, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching and let me tapping into your energy. If that did resonate, please like and subscribe if you would like to know more. Okay. Thanks, Capricorn. Now we are going to, we're at 7:07. Let's go ahead and jump into Aquarius here. We'll put it down at 7:17. Just kidding. 7:20 is Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm going to shuffle these up really quick, and then I'm going to take a break because I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. And so when I come back on camera, it might be a little shifty, a little different, but I'm just forewarning you. Cassie is going to take a quick break and get some food and then come right back, okay? But I do want to shuffle these up first, okay? All right. Okay, Aquarius. Again, I am so sorry. It's nowhere near as long as it was for you guys that it was for me when I left. But I am back. I am refreshed. Let's go ahead and finish your reading out here. Where is Aquarius being guided at this time? Oh, sorry, I gotta get comfortable. Where is Aquarius being guided at this time? Where is Aquarius being guided at this time? I'm not gonna take all of those. This Ace of Pentacles has been coming out kind of often too. Okay. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Strength card. And looking at these cards, the first energy that I'm picking up on here is there is some kind of opportunity that you you want to have come in. You may not, Aquarius, you may not fully realize what this opportunity is that you want, but you have this feeling of knowing that you want an opportunity. You want an opportunity to do something, to go somewhere, to have something. There's something with like, you know that you want a new opportunity that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you feel better, but you can't quite like maybe manifest it or identify like what it is exactly that you want. And that might be why you can't manifest it as easily as you hope, is because it's very much like I know I want an opportunity, I just can't figure out quite what it is that I want. And so the universe doesn't know what to give you. They don't know how to give it to you because you can't quite figure out what kind of opportunity you want here. But you know that you want an opportunity essentially because it's a new opportunity that's going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. It's going to make you feel happy. You're going to feel enjoyment. But at the same time, it gives you an opportunity to, and this is what they're giving me right now, is it's giving you an opportunity to stop leading life in such a powerful, forceful way, and to be able to step back and lead more with your heart rather than with like action and taking action. So if you're a divine feminine energy here, it could be that it's like it's time for you to stop being so forceful, aggressive, reactionary, a lot of movement, a lot of like doing and going and building and creating. It's like no, it's time to sit back in your divine feminine energy and lead more with a heart space. Get things done with your heart, with your creativity, with your love, rather than with your hands, your focus, your mind, right? And so I think this opportunity that is supposed to come in for you, that you intuitively, like you feel and know that you want this new opportunity. It's just a matter of like, what exactly, and I'm sorry if you guys hear the kiddos in the background. I had them go in their room. They're having a blast in there, so I'm not going to go disturb them. Otherwise, they'll be out here, okay? So it's very much like you sense this opportunity you want. You can't figure out you can't put your finger on like what exactly it is, but where you're being guided is to look for opportunities that it's trying to help you figure out what this opportunity is that's going to be right for you. It's helping you figure out what is that direction, what is that change in path, that movement that is going to be best for you. And what it's trying to tell you is take an opportunity, look for an opportunity, try to go towards and manifest an opportunity that allows you to settle into your feminine energy, that allows you to lead more with heart strength, with love, with passion, with enjoyment, with happiness, rather than having to be forceful, having to build, create, manage, control, construct, all these different things here, okay? It really wants you to be more in this energy so it's very much like you know that you want a new opportunity, and that's where the divine is trying to lead you, but it's more, I get an energy of it's more trying to figure out what is the opportunity that I want, you know, how do I identify what I actually am looking for, okay? Let's look at, I just want to quickly look at the Four of Wands here, because this is a very creative, when I'm getting nurturing energy is what they're telling me, but the Four of Wands energy, it's not just about relationships and love, it's about emotionally committing yourself to something that you want long term. It's about emotionally taking that next step to stay involved in something and to create an emotional contract, so to speak, a spiritual contract, okay? And on the card it says, reciprocation helps one live in peace with everyone. God the Savior. So it might be that you're bumping heads a lot with other people around you, even in the workspace, in the home space, with friends, family, things like that. And it's because internally you're not fulfilled, Aquarius, and that's why you know that there's some new opportunity that you're supposed to be going towards or trying to manifest, but you're like, I just don't know exactly what that's going to be, what it should be. Show me that Four of Wands. But I feel like the energy from this Four of Wands is like this Four of Wands, understanding your creative side, understanding your emotional commitment to something, knowing that what spurs that is what's going to help you figure out what this opportunity will be. Okay, that's why I want to clarify it. Okay. Show me the Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands? What is that Four of Wands energy here? What is that Four of Wands energy here? We have the Five of Cups, prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. And so it's very much an energy of whatever you want to emotionally invest in. Like, in order to identify this for yourself, there is something intertwining it with the past. Maybe it's something that you've tried before and it really hurt, it didn't work out, so you've created a block there, and now you're not in touch with like that thing that could really emotionally make you feel better and happy. Another energy that I was picking up on is it's quite literally you need to heal something from your past before you can actually get more in touch with this Four of Wands energy and figure out what it is that truly makes you happy. There's something that is creating a block that has to do with the past for you, Aquarius, and this block is the reason why you're having a difficult time properly identifying what kind of opportunity you actually want and need in your life right now. Because it's like you're wandering around aimlessly knowing that there's an opportunity here, that you need to take an opportunity, but because of that block you can't connect to any of the opportunities that are put in front of you. And it's like, and what they just gave me it's almost as if this new opportunity that you've always been wanting but not knowing what you wanted, it's always been here. It's right in front of you. You have not directly been presented this opportunity, but it's like a something laying on the shelf, in your house, and you pass it every day, not realizing how valuable that piece is. And it's like, if only you knew, but instead you're pulling all these other things that look valuable, that look shiny, that maybe look like something you would enjoy. It's like you're pulling all these other like cheap generic things off the shelf, thinking like, maybe this will satisfy me, maybe this is the right thing, maybe this is where I need to go. But the whole time it's like there is something that's been sitting on the shelf right in front of you, but it's almost like your consciousness cannot see it and recognize it as a thing that you need or want, because you have this emotional block from the past that almost makes it invisible. Like you don't even see it, but it's like it's right there in front of you. It's always been right there in front of you. And you're starting to, I think, understand and realize that doing what you've been doing is not working for you anymore. You understand and realize, and you feel, I need a change. I need a new opportunity. I need to manifest something different. And I feel like you're a strong manifester. And so it's not that you have an issue manifesting, but you know that you cannot manifest something that you are not clear about. And this new opportunity is something you're very unclear about. You cannot identify what exactly it is that you actually want in a new opportunity. And that's why it's difficult for you to manifest it, okay? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. But it's something to do with your past. Let's see if we can find out and dig just a little bit deeper here. Show me the Five of Cups for Aquarius. What is that Five of Cups for Aquarius? It is something you're meant to release. You're meant to release this. You're meant to I feel like it's here in my mouth. It's not to heal it. I feel like it's like the healing is done, but the release has not happened. The healing is over. You have healed and you have recovered from this, but it's like you've never quite let it go though. You've never maybe there's a sense of animosity, a sense of disappointment, regret, something like that. Show me the Five of Cups. What is that Five of Cups for Aquarius here? Judgment. Okay, as soon as I seen Judgment, what I heard is it was a decision that was made against you, okay, or for you, something like that. Like maybe someone was making a decision for you, but you felt the decision was made against you, right? So it says atonement of errors destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. So you could absolutely feel like there's people in your life, and I feel, okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to slow these down, but I want to say it before I lose the message, because it's a lot of channeled messages coming through here for you guys. And when reading that, what they're telling me is it's, I didn't lose it. What was it? Okay, thank you. It's an energy of, it's not a singular situation, and that's why it's already healed but not released, because it's not a single situation here that is blocking you from your past. I feel like you have a cycle, you have a perspective, that's not the word I'm looking for, perception. Your perception of your life is that people do things intentionally toward you. They make decisions to intentionally harm you, to intentionally humiliate you, to intentionally take you down, to come at you. It's like that is the theme of your life in your perception, is that people intentionally make these decisions through life to harm you, to humiliate you, to belittle you, to take you down. And you take these very personal. Like, who wouldn't, you know? If I feel like everyone's making these decisions, sorry, they came out to give me something they found in their room. It's like, but like, who wouldn't take it personal if you felt like everyone was always against you and they purposely made these decisions to harm you and to hurt you and to get after you? And so that's why I'm feeling it's not a singular situation. Like, you've healed the situations already. You've moved on. You've healed from them. You've overcome them. Maybe even like strengthened bonds or released people, forgiven them, whatever it is. Like, the individual situations have been healed, but the overall theme is something that you're not letting go of. And what you're not letting go of is just this feeling of like, people are always making decisions to come after me. People are always trying to harm me. They're trying to belittle me. They're trying to humiliate me. They're trying to attack me. It's very much this energy of like, you just feel like the world is against you. And so there could have been something in your childhood that really created this perception within your mind, and you never released it. And so in your adulthood, it keeps carrying out over and over. And because that's your perception, one of the things that happens is, because that's your belief, that's the thing that goes in your mind, it attracts people that do that, right? So it's self-validating. Okay, you're creating situations to validate how you believe and see and perceive the world around you. And it's because you're so strongly rooted in this belief, this perception, that people are after you. People make decisions, and it's something very specific about decisions. Like, people choose to move a state because they're trying to get away from you. People choose to get a new job because they want to make more than you. It's like, that's how you perceive it. It's like, people make these decisions in their lives, but somehow you correlate them making these decisions with affecting you and somehow being about you. It's like you take everything very personal, Aquarius. It could have nothing to do with you, but you are struggling to separate taking things personal from just seeing it for what it is. Like, these people live their lives that do not always include you, that do not always revolve around you. It's like they make these decisions for themselves, and it does not always mean that they are making a decision based on you or trying to do something that involves you, right? But that's not how you're perceiving it. And it's like you slowly attract more and more situations around you where, yeah, maybe now people are starting to purposely make decisions that can harm you or affect you in some way. But it's because you're attracting that energy, because you truly see the world and believe that that's how people are. That's what they're doing to you. Okay, so it's like, that's something, again, it doesn't need to be healed. I feel like you heal the situations and move on from them. But it's that theme, the theme of your life that you believe is true. That theme needs to be released and let go of, okay, Aquarius? That's what I'm getting for you guys. And so what Spirit's trying to guide you towards is like, find an opportunity that allows you to live in a healthy, beautiful heart space, that allows you to live and move forward with love. Sorry, guys. It's like that's where they want you to be guided, is in a situation where you can invest creatively, you can invest emotionally, and it feels good, it feels happy, because I feel like there's definitely an emotional block here. Obviously, if you feel like people are always out to get you, I would be emotionally blocked as well. But it's saying that you don't have to be emotionally blocked. That it's not necessary anymore. It's not something that you need to live the rest of your life being or doing or having, okay? I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. Sorry guys, I'm sneezing a lot in your video. Okay. Let's get one last piece of advice before we move on and finish up with Pisces. Okay. Any last advice for where Aquarius is being guided? Any last advice for where Aquarius is being guided? Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Go slow. Take this slow, okay? It's not a marathon, right? It's not a race. Make sure that as you move into embracing your heart center more and making connections, finding opportunities that align with your heart space, with opening your emotions, with becoming more emotionally attached. And I keep wanting to say vulnerable, but it's almost like they don't want me to say vulnerable, because it's not about being emotionally vulnerable. It's about finding opportunities and going into situations that allow you to be emotional, that allow you to be soft, that allow you to be feminine, in your feminine energy here. And so it's saying, as you do this, go slow, look at everything, don't just rush into different directions, still look at all the options in front of you, and make sure that you are choosing one that you can invest in for the long term, something that's not going to be short and fleeting. Because a part of this emotional block for you guys, how do I connect this? What's the easiest way to connect it? Okay, just say it. Okay. Either you get it or you don't. But it's like a part of this emotional block for you guys is that you take on these situations that are very short, that do not last long. And because they don't last long, it's almost like it affects the way that you're able to emotionally invest. You don't trust anything to emotionally invest in it anymore, because you found yourself in all these like short-term situations and experiences that it's like, obviously I'm not going to invest in something that's only going to last like 3-4 months, whether it's job, whether it's friends, family, spouses, relationships, groups, hobbies, interests, projects, businesses, whatever it is for you guys. It's like everything is very short-term, because that's the choice that you make to enter into those short-term things. And what it's saying is, when you move forward, look at the things that you can invest in for a long time, and not quick, fast growth rate, here, but a long investment, because the longer the investment, the easier it is for you to begin to emotionally connect and invest in it, okay? But if you know it's going to be short term, if you keep thinking it's going to be short term, you refuse to open yourself up to it, okay? And then it reinforces and it validates the need for you to stay closed off emotionally, to not take opportunities that require that emotional investment, that emotional creativity, okay? It's like, take your time, look at what you have on the plate, and choose something that is long-term and lasting. And you don't have to choose a lot of things, just choose 1 or 2 things, but be very clear about where you know this is going to take you, and if it's sustainable. Is it sustainable, Aquarius? Is it going to last, Aquarius? Can you truly put your emotion into something like this? So it's like, if you could choose to be a contractor, or you could choose to be a beautician, it's like, okay, all your life you've always gone to be the contractor, because I can build, I can create, I can go my pace. That's a very like, male dominated industry, so I don't have to be emotionally invested. I just do the contract work and I get done. But with a beautician, you have to take clients, and you have to socialize and connect with them. You have to listen to them. You have to respond to them. You have to energetically connect with them and create an experience for them and with them. And it takes more time, and you have returning customers. So it's much more intimate. And it's like, typically all your life you would have gone to be the contractor, because it's just, that made sense. It's where the money's at. It's easy. You don't have to deal with people. You don't have to connect with anyone. Done. But the universe is guiding you to like, okay, let's step into that feminine energy. Let's emotionally connect into situations. Let's emotionally invest into things so that they're long-term, not these like short-term projects where you don't connect. It's like, no, like connect emotionally with some things around you, with these opportunities around you, okay? All right, Aquarius, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching and letting me tap into your energy. I really appreciate it. If this resonated for you, please make sure you like and subscribe. Again, sorry if you heard the background noise with the kiddos. Best I could do is get them in the room, and I'm happy about it, and they're happy in the room. So we're not going to do anything to ruin what we got going on right now. So Aquarius, again, if this resonated for you, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being patient with me during that reading, and I look forward to connecting with your energy in the future. All right, Aquarius, thanks. All right, Pisces, we are at 2053. I'll probably have to do these timestamps over because this is like 3 different videos. Pisces, you are the last sign here, and Fair warning, I have my kiddos with me. I had to stop doing the video when I was free because it turned into 3 hours and it was exhausting. And so now they're back around me and they're awake and lively. And so I got them in their room and I'm out here and I don't want to disturb them in their room because, you know, they're in their room and it's better than being out here and having fun and yelling. So fair warning, you might hear a little bit of that background noise and I apologize if you do. Second thing, Pisces, so I actually, okay, and other thing here, Pisces, is that this intention is where you are being guided, and before I started doing this reading, I did feel the urge to connect with my angelic energy and spirits and things. So that is what I did, is I connected with the angel energy, and then I was guided to use my angel deck, which I actually forgot I had, and I haven't used this in a very long time. And this deck tends to get really deep. It tends to read energy very, very well for me. It really cuts through a lot of things and gets straight to that light, that healing energy, where it's like, this is what you need to know to move forward, to heal, to get things done. So pre-warning that this could be a trigger reading for you, okay? I just read the energies that come out and I say the channeled messages that I get. Before I did this, what I also did is I did meditate and I got like a little message for each zodiac sign before jumping in. And Pisces, what I got for you was swimming without life jacket. So for whatever reason, that was the message that I got for you guys is Pisces is swimming without a life jacket, okay? I don't know exactly what that means or how it's going to play out, so we shall see what comes out for you guys. All right, last one. All right, what do we have for Pisces? Where is Pisces currently being guided? Where is Pisces currently being guided? Where is Pisces being guided? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Swimming without a life jacket makes sense. I don't know why, but as soon as I say, we have the Fool card, the Three of Swords, the Tower, and the Death card coming out for you, Pisces. As soon as I seen the Fool card come out, immediately I felt like that's where you're swimming without a life jacket. And so what that means is it's almost an energy of like taking a risk on something, diving in without a concern, without a care. Obviously, there's a little bit of a concern or care here, but it's like you're taking a chance, you're taking a risk, you're taking a leap, you're doing something you've never done before. And so you feel like you're swimming without a life jacket. You feel like you don't have a backup plan, but that's a part of that Fool energy, is like really diving into something and just taking the risk, right? Because it's all about that new beginning, that new adventure. But if you're holding on to too much baggage, if you're too weighed down, if you're too concerned and hesitant, you never actually take the risk. You never jump off the cliff. You never do that thing because you have just too much attached to you, okay? Including like fears, anxieties, worries, things like that, okay? And then obviously we are followed by Three of Swords, the Tower, and the Death. And so I feel like that whatever it is that you are being guided to take a risk on here, because that is where I feel like the guidance is like you're being guided to swim without the life jacket, to take a risk, to dive into the deep end and see what happens. Without knowing and predicting or feeling totally safe and secure. And I feel like you're intuitively feeling that. You're picking up that you energetically and intuitively, you feel like you want to jump. You're just like, just fucking do it. Just do it. But it's like your mind and your body and everything else around you does not agree. And it's like, no. Let's like look at this. Let's think about this. And so it's like your mind is kind of getting in the way of your intuition here, Pisces. But I feel like you are being guided, and a part of all of this is like this is more of like, these are the things that you need to release before you can take this jump, before you can take this risk, okay? So it's like, yes, you're being guided to take a risk, but the reason that you're needing guidance in doing this is because you're holding too much and too strongly onto some kind of some kind of thing or multiple things that have really hurt you, that have really like gotten you down emotionally, that have really broken you, and you've had to put the pieces back together slowly but surely just to get back to what Pisces kind of looks like. It's like you had to really rebuild yourself, your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit. And it's like you are now very risk adverse, right? When it comes to putting any of these things on the line, because you're like, I've done this before and it hurt. It fucking hurt. And I don't want to do it again because it felt so heavy, strong, difficult, challenging. And I feel like it took you guys a long time. It took a long time to really, on the outside, you might have looked like you recovered and were better, but it's like internally you knew that you were incomplete. You knew that you weren't whole. You knew that you still had pieces that needed to be mended or rebuilt, you know? And so it took a very long time for you to get to a place where you were finally good again, okay? And so now that you have some kind of risk, some kind of new beginning, and even if it's a new beginning, that doesn't mean that it's like, sorry. So it's just because it's a new beginning doesn't mean that it's something that you're totally unfamiliar with, that you've never done before. And I don't know why I'm picking up on that energy of needing to say, like, a new beginning doesn't mean that you're starting your life over, that you're going in a direction that's totally new that you've never been in before. A new beginning could just be entering into the world and showing up differently for you, Pisces, communicating differently with people, taking different opportunities, considering different ideas, starting new projects, investing in new things. It doesn't have to be like your whole world is being directed in a new direction. It could just simply be something as small as, I've always wanted to go snowboarding and I'm going to go snowboarding now. And it's a new beginning of doing the things that you've always wanted to do, of trying things, of being more open, being more expansive with your energy, connecting with more people, maybe disconnecting with more people. You know, it doesn't have to be like this catastrophic moment, but I feel that that's what you guys think it is. And that's why, like, the Tower is here and the Death card is here, because it's like the way that you are perceiving this new beginning, like you intuitively feel there's a new beginning and you just need to do it. You got to act on it. But at the same time, you're like, I'm not doing it because the way you're perceiving this new beginning is like, it's going to be this monumental, life-changing shift, and it's going to wreck your world and affect everything around you, and it's going to bring you down and you'll have to rebuild. And it's like, yeah, you know that on the other side it's going to be great, but what about the journey to get there to the other side? You know, like, it's an energy of like, and it's not even necessarily fear. It's just like, man, I don't want my life to be totally destroyed right now. Like, I'm feeling good about it. I'm enjoying it. Maybe it's easy. Maybe I finally just got to a place where I'm comfortable again. I am not looking to totally obsolete, like, take out my life right now and do something different. But it's like, no. Like, the Fool does not have to be something that monumental. It can be something small. It can be just a change in perspective. It can be a change in how you connect. It doesn't have to even be leaving a job. It doesn't have to be leaving a relationship. It could be, now I'm going to be more routine, and I'm going to make sure that. So it's like it can be small changes, and it's like I'm going to be more routine in what I'm doing. I'm gonna create more structure around my day. You know, I'm going to start scheduling things and planning things and budgeting. It's like, it does not have to be this crazy monumental change, Pisces. But I feel like for some reason you feel that it does, and that's why you're not doing it. That's why you're not moving forward. Swimming without a life jacket. It's like you've taken years of swim classes, and now it's like, okay, we're here, we're at the final destination, go ahead and go swimming, it's going to be so fun. And you're like, no, where's the life jackets? And they're like, no, you don't need life jackets. You've been taking swim lessons for years, you've been kayaking, you've been canoeing, you've been scuba diving, you've been all over different kinds of waters, and you've experienced so many things. Like, the training time is up and over, honey. Like, you got this. You need a life jacket? You don't need a life jacket. You're just swimming. You're just swimming. But you're looking over the ledge and you're like, there's going to be currents. There is going to be a waterfall. There is going to be, probably some creatures in that water. There's going to be just, it's going to pull me right under. I see whirlpools. I see rocks. I need a life jacket. And they're like, honey, what are you talking about? It's a kiddie pool. It's like a little, what do they call them? Like, it's a little spring off to the side. Like, it's not even attached to the actual river. It's like you're going to be sitting in about like a foot of water, honey. Like, you don't need a life jacket. You're fine. But you're like, no, you don't understand. I see rapid waters down there. I need a life jacket. I need a life jacket if you want me to jump off and go into that. And they're like, what? Like, you don't need a life jacket. Honestly, if you wore a life jacket, it would prevent you from getting where we are trying to take you, because maybe the life jacket's too poofy and heavy and you would never make it here. Like, you don't need a life jacket. Like you can't take this trip with a life jacket on. You just can't. You can't make it through the cave walls. You can't. It's too heavy. It's too much. You don't need a life jacket. You can't make it. Sorry, guys. Anytime I see the door open, I try to close it because I'm like, okay, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of noise coming out or not. So it's literally like they're trying to explain to you, like, Pisces, if you wore a life jacket, you would not make it through. You would not be able to go on this journey. You cannot take it and reach this amazing outcome and destination that you're already headed towards. Like, this is the point where we have to not have a life jacket. Like, but you're fine, because there's no deep water, there's no currents, there's nothing that's going to happen. But you're like, because of your experiences in the past, you're just like, no, you don't understand. I can't take this off. Like, even if there's no water involved, you're like, I need this fucking life jacket on. You don't understand. Just in case, you know, maybe there's a monsoon and it's going to rain, and then the next thing you know, we're in water. I need this life jacket. That's the energy I'm getting, okay? What else do we need to know for Pisces about where they're being guided? What other messages do we have for Pisces about where they're being guided? What else does Pisces need to know where they're being guided? I feel like that was a very clear, like, straightforward message here, Pisces, and I like it. Yeah. So it's 9 of Cups, the Emperor, and the Devil. And so what I'm getting from this energy is, like, ultimately you have the choice, okay? You have the choice to either be the Emperor or be the Devil, okay? And what I mean by this is, like, with that 9 of Cups, it's like, yes, you can reach emotional fulfillment. You can reach this beautiful, happy place. Like, you can be and feel safe and secure in everything you do, where you're not looking for the life jacket. You're not looking to wait for everything to fall apart. It's like you actually feel safe and you feel good and you emotionally feel free again. It's like you feel really nice and even with your emotional energy here. But it all depends on you, because the Emperor is someone who, you know, I'm going to take risks that make sense. I'm going to take control. I'm going to lead my life the way I want to be leading it. I'm going to build and create and manage and control my life the way that I want it to. I'm not going to be trapped down by fear. I'm not going to be slowed down. I'm not going to, but I'm going to stay wise. I'm going to stay open. I'm going to be the Emperor. But the Devil, when the Devil is influencing the Emperor, it's very much like the Emperor reverse, where it's more, I'm narcissistic in some ways because I use my power for negative reasons. I'm on my high horse. I'm emotionally blocked and manipulative, and I'm using people, and it's all because you're operating from this space of fear, this space of insecurity. And so it's really like you get to choose. Do you want to find that emotional happiness by being the Emperor in the most positive, most beautiful way possible? Or do you want to be the Emperor that's like influenced by the Devil, by fears, anxieties, worries, things like that, and you're acting and you're showing up in the world as like just not a good person, like just being very manipulative, being very, very catty, very destructive in nature, willing to sacrifice other people so you don't have to sacrifice yourself, making sure you get your way every single time and everything, like just being this overly controlling and burdened person that nobody wants to be around. It's like you get to choose how you show up, and the first step starts with, are you going to put the life jacket down and trust, or are you going to stay where you're at because you need that life jacket on? It's like Pisces, at the end of the day, it's your choice. Absolutely, it's your choice. But they're letting you know, if you stay where you're at, that's how you're showing up, is the Emperor being influenced by the Devil, by having this negative Emperor energy, like the reverse Emperor, okay? But if you can move forward, if you move forward, you will find emotional safety, happiness, security, and you will be showing up in that Emperor, in the upright, the positive, someone who takes care of others, someone who invests in them, someone who builds them, who encourages others, things like that, okay? it's very much up to you, Pisces, how you show up in this world, and you can either stay where you're at or keep moving forward. There is and this is the message they're giving me, there is and it's not just you, it's all signs, okay? But they want me to bring this up in your reading specifically. There is a huge consciousness shift happening, okay? It's been happening. We're all very much aware of it, especially if you watch tarot and you're a Pisces. You're spiritually and energetically in touch anyways, okay? This shift is it doesn't mean like in the Bible, you know, where all of a sudden everyone disappears because they're moving to the next level, they're shifting up, you know, whatever. It's not that. You will still live, and it's funny because I just saw a video for this, like a video ad for this, and I didn't end up watching it, but I listened to enough of it to know like this is what they were talking about. Your consciousness, there's a consciousness shift happening amongst everyone in the world right now. And what happens is people that are ready to shift into that next consciousness, that like ideal 5D environment and space. This is a year where we're doing a lot of healing. We're doing a lot of growth. We're facing a lot of our own personal demons and fears and shadow side. And it's important to do this because when that shift occurs, if you have not done the work, if you have not had the trust to move forward, if you have not moved down that road of like, I want to break free of my shadow self. I want to break free of my fear, my anxiety, of everything that I'm told about living in the matrix, you know? I want to break free of that, and I want to be on a higher vibration. I want to be conscious. I want to be spiritually in touch and tap with, you know, that higher light vibration, okay? If you're not actively doing those things right now to move in that direction, when the shift occurs, what happens is you have two universes, the parallel universes, they're all operating at the same time, right? But it's almost as having two universes happening simultaneously at the same time. In one universe, you have the people that did not make the shift. In the other universe, you have people that did make the shift. You will still see them. They will still be around you. You will still interact with them. They don't disappear. You don't disappear. We're all still here together. But the difference is the people who did not make the shift are interacting with each other. They're staying on this consciousness. They're staying on this vibration that is the same for them, which is that lower vibration. You're still stuck in the matrix, essentially. You're still in that matrix bubble, okay? You're still going through the hardships of life. You're still having those fears and anxieties, and you're operating from them. You're living from that place because it's all you know. And then you have the people who made the shift, who are more conscious, more spiritually aware and tap and touch, whatever. They're aware that there's a matrix, but now they don't live in the matrix. They're able to succeed. They're able to achieve. They're able to manifest. They're able to interact with each other and build and create these beautiful worlds. World isn't like here on Earth, but like these beautiful environments. They're able to get things done and like really move forward with enhancing things. And they see the beauty, they see the love, they see the life in everything, and they're living out of gratitude, appreciation. They feel fulfilled, they feel safe, they feel happy, they feel nurtured. You know, they're living in this high vibrational energy. And although you may see people that did not make the shift, you're no longer interacting because the vibrations are so separate, they're so different that you cannot interact on the same level. You will not ever get into a relationship with someone that is a lower vibrational energy because they will be repelled by your energy because it is so high vibration. Okay, it's like you will repel each other instead of attracting. You are going to repel anything that does not match or excel your vibration. Okay, and that goes for the people who did not make the shift as well. They will be repelled from you. They may even dislike you. They may even discourage you. They may even, hate your guts because to them, they're living in this matrix of like sadness, anxiety, fear, depression, darkness, animosity, all these negative energies here. And it's not saying one is better than the other. It's either you make the shift or you don't. You either make the shift to live in this higher consciousness, this higher vibration, this love energy, and you live the rest of your life in that energy, or you stay where you're at, you continue being in the matrix, which ultimately is hurting you and your soul growth because now you're stuck in these lower energies. You're stuck in this negativity. You're stuck, okay? And you feel, I can literally feel like the energetic gunk of the energy of those who are not shifting, okay? But when you touch into people who have shifted or are shifting or will shift, their energy is so much lighter. It's freer. It's filled with love, hope, courage, strength. It's got all these amazing, beautiful qualities to it, and it just feels better, okay? So it's not like you go to hell and disappear, or these people disappear and go to heaven. Consciously, you're either in hell or you're in heaven, okay? It's happening on the earth while we're alive. You don't have to die and wait for that to happen. You can consciously be in hell, be in the matrix, or consciously be in heaven and make the shift, be in a high vibrational energy, a loving energy, a light energy, okay? Pisces, that is the message that I have for you. I did not expect it to go down that road, but I'm glad it did, and I hope you got something from this. Thank you for letting me tap into your energy. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you listening. If you're still here and this resonated, please like and subscribe to see more of my future content. Otherwise, Pisces, I will see you in one of your monthly bonus readings if you stick around. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great one. Bye.